take long showers with you assholes.
Ain't you them kids that have been whacking off in my tool shed?
By a bunch of fargan ice holes like yourselves.
Yeah, well, listen, you ought to ditch the geeks in the car with now and get in with us, but that's all right. We'll worry about that later.
Oh, my God. There's 100 morons in my basement.
It's you, Larry.
Lollygaggers. Diamond dogs have struck again.
Real pretty.
No, they could be a lot worse.
Why did you kiss my ear? Why are you holding my hand? Where's your other hand? Between two pillows. Those aren't pillows.
4 of us wolves running around the desert together in Las Vegas, looking for strippers and cocaine.
1, 2, 3, Benchwarmers!
Live from Scott's parents' basement, this is the Basement Benchwarmers podcast.
We are back. It's Super Bowl week. It's upon us. Christmas for us. Well, for me, I love this favorite time. Tournament's pretty close, but this is cool. I love the Super Bowl week and the Super Bowl itself. So we'll get to that, obviously, tonight. Ed, Eric, and Tim are here. Willie's on his way. He's at Pilates class, I believe.
Shut up.
Yeah.
I thought it
Over
was
72. A lot of stretching.
I thought it was hot yoga, but yeah, he's doing that now.
Hot stone yoga.
Hot stone yoga.
Where, never know where they put the stones.
Imagine what's sweating out of that guy's body during hot
Willie?
yoga.
He was with Pilates when he invented it.
Yeah. What's older, Willie or Pilates? Willie. So let's start off how we start every week. How was your week? We'll start with Ed.
Oh, it was a good week. Can you imagine this? I got to chaperone a field trip.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah,
nope, can't imagine that.
No, I mean the restraining
Senior
order.
Citizens, I hope.
Restraining order ran out 2 weeks ago. We're perfect.
So did you go downtown and in some alley and paid for what do you call it?
Bubbles.
The background check.
Yeah, that's what I did.
$5 to get a legal one.
Hey man, you're now Fernando Valenzuela.
Yeah. Mr. Valenzuela, bring your kids this way. See.
No, so we went up to Milwaukee and it was a thing about teaching kids how a town works. So they had this they recreate a small town in this big building, and so there was banks and news stations, city hall, all these businesses. And let me tell you, as a business owner, I can attest that it was extremely immersive and exactly like the real world. I mean, these kids are going to learn a lot. I mean, even the tiniest details were covered. Let me give you an example. Right from the beginning, 2 kids, they showed up 15 minutes late and were hungover. Yeah. Another kid, no call, no show. Didn't even show up. I was like, just like the real world, I'm a business owner, Another girl, she just sat on a stool, refused to work the whole day while we were sitting there. Everybody else is working. She's just sitting on a stool. She didn't want to do nothing.
Union?
Yeah, exactly, right? So by lunch, I had them all
Her name was Norma?
Her name was Norma. She was.
Yeah, so right after lunch, I replaced them all with Latin kids at half the cost. So, I made a fortune for the company we were working for. And then I took all their W-4s, threw them right in the garbage, stuffed all the kids on a bus, and we shipped them to Chicago. So, very realistic. Jeez.
Eric, you're up.
No, I'm not up. I'm not. I can never compete with the week or the weekend that Ed had.
That was only one day.
I mean, it's just, I don't know, guys. We're in February now. Usually February is a little depressing for me. It's just like, the dog days of winter. It's just kind of, and I'm glad that the weather's been good. But I'm going to try to embrace February a little bit better this year. I mean, just think about all the things we have crammed into February. You got the Super Bowl, like you mentioned. We get a good history lesson. Mm-hmm. You got Valentine's Day, love in the air. All these wonderful things. We celebrate our presidents. I mean, there's so much. And now we get an extra day too. It's a leap year, which is fascinating. So I'm going to embrace February as much as I possibly can and try to be happy.
Where are you golfing this month? Florida?
On February 29th. So
Nice.
leap day, I will be playing in Florida. So
Lucky.
Yeah. So my goal of trying to play every single month of this year is
on track.
On track so far.
Nice.
So I'll play the next day, which will be March 1st. So
Nice.
yeah. Good times.
Nice.
Oh, I might meet you down there.
Not as good as Ed's opening.
I might meet you. I got
should.
mine got pushed back like probably 2 weeks. So
yeah,
I
I'll
might
be there
going-
the 28th through the 4th or something.
probably just be leaving.
Fernandina Beach.
Nice.
Yeah.
My week was good. Went to lunch with Glenn and Zion to Sauce and Toss. Is that the name of the
Sauce and Toss? Is that
What's
right?
the name of that?
Wait, is that where you ate or what you did?
What we ate.
What
A
does
little
that have
bit
to
of
do
both.
with? It's behind the dumpster.
I don't know the name of the damn wing place. I thought it was Sauce and Toss. Like,
Something like that. Yeah, Rick was talking about
Come,
it.
come and go.
Come and go.
Was it good?
Yeah, it was really good.
When'd you guys go? Last week?
Last week, Tuesday, yeah. So
What kind of,
just
sauce?
hot like they had
wings?
No, yeah. So but they were out of like 3 sauces, so it was like
Lack of sauce and toss.
yeah. Lack of sauce and toss. So.
Just go
Lemon
with
pepper was there,
More
right?
toss, less
Lemon pepper
sauce.
was one of the ones that
the,
were
just go
out.
with the dry rub.
Yeah.
Just go with the dry rub.
Nah,
Lou-
I ended up
Lou
getting,
Williams
I ended up
must have
getting
been there.
mild ones and
I wasn't talking about
sweet
the
barbecue.
wings.
Boneless or bone?
I got bone in. Glenn was a Scott and was lazy and got the boneless.
Chicken.
That's-
They're
that's
What's
chicken
better,
nuggets.
Wingstop or there?
Ooh, that's just different.
Oh, they're both good though. You're fine.
Yeah,
How, how were the fries?
Fries were good.
Okay.
Fries were like Wingstop, but they weren't as sweet. There's no sugar on them.
Yeah, the sugar. Yeah.
Yeah, they were crispy, hot. I mean, so yeah.
But is this more of a restaurant, like a sit down,
It's a
as
sit-down.
opposed to Wingstop
Yeah, they
being
have,
a?
they have gambling machines too. So I lost Glenn for about 20 minutes. So
Oh.
sat there by myself.
Must
you
have
know.
been nice, actually.
It's nice,
Nice
quiet
little
for a little
break.
bit. Yeah. So
Yeah.
booked my
Oh.
trip to Vegas that day too. So
No shit. When are we
Yeah.
going?
March 20th to 23rd. Was that not common?
Are you going to be there during that time?
I'll be there bowling.
So
are
the
you
reason why
bringing
I'm going,
clubs?
huh?
Are clubs going? Golf clubs?
No, not clubs aren't going.
Hmm.
It's just tag along,
Yeah.
sleep on the couch in Glenn's hotel room or whoever's room. I don't care.
Might be another sauce and toss tonight.
There
for
might
you
be
then.
another sauce and toss. Went to Milwaukee yesterday. Got another pair of shoes.
And you lose Glenn in your eyes that night.
Got to remember to put the toilet roll on top
Every time.
every time.
Did
Oh, I do
did
that.
he ever talk about it the time we had it? The
No.
ones at his house.
No.
No, never brought it up because he probably knew we were.
No, he's probably, you know what, kind of worries me that he hasn't said anything. He's probably
Yeah.
saving it for like, after a workout. and
Oh,
be
I
like,
asked Jason if Becca had any black eyes.
Yeah,
Maybe she got punched in the face by Glenn because she did it. I don't know.
Right.
yeah. We actually paid her to go in there and change all the toilet paper rolls in the
Yeah.
house, and she didn't want to do it because she was a little scared. It looked like.
It's like, no way.
But, did
Daddy Dearest will get me with the wire hanger.
yeah.
No more wire.
I
coat
hit all his
hangers.
belts, but he still got the hangers.
Jeez.
Yeah, so it was a good week. It was fun yesterday. Put my Ed Starter kit on and kind of affected me a little bit. So
Had the flannel. He
had a flannel
on.
on
Oh,
and
nice.
jeans, and jeans and a hat. Yeah.
Oh wow,
Walk up, Glenn goes, "Hey, what's up?" Oh, sorry, I thought you were Ed.
that's
So-
not a starter kit. That's the whole thing. I don't have much
I know.
more.
I was like, that's kind of racist the whole day. It was weird. So
Racist. I'm a whole race now.
right,
Oh my god.
because I'm a system. Yeah, that's about it. Oh, it's questioning. Is this like a NFL approved like podcast? Is it hard enough for us to practice for our podcast or have our podcast on? Because apparently UNLV doesn't have proper practice.
Oh, the foreigners
facilities.
are not like the facilities there.
Right.
Yeah, I mean, I did see that. I didn't read the article though.
It's ridiculous.
Yeah.
Oh,
So if they lose the Super Bowl and blame that's pretty poor. So that's it.
Yeah, same old week. Nothing special. Trying to think what I did.
No Poke Bowls this week.
No Pokeballs. They were
Boo.
good. No Bucks games. No nothing. It was a quiet week. I actually did nothing. I bowled and last week, and that's all I did. I didn't do anything.
you went to the shoe place.
Oh, I went to shoe place on Sunday.
Yeah.
I mean,
Did you guys buy any shoes?
I did.
Tim bought a pair.
Yeah.
I saw a couple. One pair I liked, but I
Got some good clothes there too.
Yeah, they
Yeah.
had a couple of really nice Nike jackets I wanted to get, but it was just
liked a pair that looked like Notre Dame colors, and then Glenn goes, "Oh, kind of looks like Brewer colors. I don't want those."
Done.
yeah. Thanks a lot, Glenn.
Yeah, I like older Brewer colors, like
Right.
old gold, but it looked like Notre Dame to me. It was kind of cool. They were cool looking, but that was cool. So, so tonight we're going to talk about the Super Bowl preview. We'll talk about break down the matchups and all that. We will talk about we'll do a snake draft tonight on our favorite Super Bowl teams of all time. Out of
Favorite or okay?
out of the 104 that have played, correct? 104 different teams have played.
Well, there's been
52 Super Bowls.
57.
57. Yeah, this is
Also
58.
114
Yeah.
on different, well, not different teams, but they're but
But so you want us to pick a team?
Well, there's
even if
100
what if it was a losing team? You want us to
That's
pick the losing
There's
team?
114 possible choices.
Yeah. Okay. So name the year, name the
team in the year,
or at least be close with it.
Yeah, and then we will also talk about NBA, Embiid being out, and also about the Bucks, what's going on with them. Baseball, Bobby Witt signed a big deal today, 10 years or 11 years, 288, which is a pretty friendly team deal.
Yeah, it's a solid deal for. I mean,
when
that's
I first
under
thought, I'm
30.
like, oh my God, what's under 30?
Isn't that funny
it's
when you say that and then it says, "Oh, it's a pretty good deal for the team."
27 a year, 26.
Yeah. I mean, he's pretty much a Royal for most of his career now.
Yeah, I don't have a problem with that. It's a smart Royal. That's a good deal for a small market team. Really,
What's that?
Bobby Witt's deal that he signed at 11 for
like
288.
20 some million a year.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And he's young.
I give it 3 claws. It was a good deal.
3 claws.
Is he younger too? Right, he's 26.
Oh, I think he's younger than that.
So
I think he's like 22.
So that's great. He's 33. He's playing. So that's perfect. I mean, and they made trade him before then anyway. It always happens. So it's probably a deal. It's a trade deal. That's what it is. They can trade him now.
Yeah, because the money's not crazy.
So we'll talk about that also maybe a little bit in a minute. So let's start out with the usual. Each week we start out with good, bad, and the ugly. Let's start out with Ed, and you pick the what do you want to pick? Ugly, good, bad, whatever. Your call.
Okay, and he's 23. Bobby Witt, 23.
Okay, so 30,
yeah.
Nice. So 35.
We never start in the middle. Let's start with bad.
Okay.
My bad is two athletes, famous athletes died this week. Earl the Twirl Currington played with the Pistons and back in the 80s and early 80s, 70s, and Apollo Creed died as well.
Yes. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So
Oakland Raider Carl Weathers.
Carl played 1 year, 2 years. Yeah.
So he was.
It's amazing how many actors from back then, and I know football paid shit back then, but I mean, you look, all these guys played there 1 year here, 1 year. There's quite a few.
Burt Reynolds.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know if he played in the pros,
but he was a Florida State quarterback, right?
Mark Harmon.
He's a great athlete.
Terry Crews.
We brought it up the other day. The guy from Community.
Yeah.
The guy from Community.
Chevy Chase.
McVay. What's his name?
Hale.
McHale.
Joe McHale.
Tight end. But again, not pro football, but speaking of Burt Reynolds, I was yesterday morning, went for a run at Pets, and there was a guy, and it was early, so the light was coming in. He had it parked sideways, but he had basically the Bandit Trans Am. It was exact. The colors, everything.
Did he have a big hat on?
Where'd you get the hat?
Chewing gum?
Where'd you get the hat? The mustache.
Please tell me he had a mullet. He had a mullet.
Sally Fields was next. But yeah, it was pretty sweet. I'm like, wow, that is. I go, that's pretty damn close. He goes, yep.
Did he have crooked pepper hanging from the mirror?
No.
He's like, I'm going to the clubhouse now. See you guys later. Fish out of there.
There was a cop that pulled up with his son in the car, and he's like, Junior, when I get home, I'm gonna punch your mama.
You sounded a little taller on the radio.
Yeah. What do you mean, Canada, Daddy? Up north.
Might be one of the greatest, bad.
Give me 2 of those double Diablo burgers to go.
He's almost like the Tony Soprano of the 70s. It's like this guy's despicable, but you still want. You just want more from him. Everything he did was bad.
Without him in those movies, oh God. Anyway, so that's your bad. My bad is, the week I had being able to finally settle in and watch some basketball. Wednesday night, I forced myself to stay up because that's way past my bedtime to watch the Bucks Blazers, and that disappointing
that's a great
game
to watch. And
then the next night was pretty fired up. I turned on the Badgers Nebraska game.
That was even better.
And right at halftime, they're up 16. And got to watch them just completely fold. You got to give a little credit to Nebraska, but
did Doc Rivers take over in the second half or what?
That might be Marquette though too.
Yeah, and so I would say, I was going to say unfortunately, but more fortunately, I don't have Bally's, so I wasn't able to watch some of those other games. I know they came back on Saturday night, which would have been cool, but then the karma, I think, hit them on Sunday.
We forgot to tell, did you notice, were you sitting here the one that you weren't here? They're going to start being on Channel 24 or 18, the Bucks again.
Yeah, that was.
I thought it was Prime.
No, the M. They're gonna
The
start.
M, yeah,
yeah. We were
MLW.
like,
I could watch that. I
It was
got
over
that.
the
It was
air.
during the football.
Yeah.
Right.
When's that start?
WMLV or
When?
I don't know. I have no idea. It just keeps showing it.
Okay.
But it is supposed to be Amazon Prime too, because unless they're leaving Bally's.
Well,
Bally's got
I thought like Bally's got bought by Prime.
Bally's
Is that
got
what you
bought
mean?
by Prime, but they're still going to be on TV. But you're also going to be able to get it on Prime now. Any
Oh.
team that's
Okay, I have
associated,
Prime,
so
so yeah.
certain baseball teams, certain basketball teams,
Okay.
and
Yeah.
obviously no NFL teams, but
Well, that's a
and
good
maybe
thing.
a few hockey teams too. Maybe like I think the Minnesota Wild's on Bally.
Not that I'm that excited about.
Yeah.
Not that I'm that
The
excited
Red
about
Wings
watching
might
them.
even be.
Not that I'm excited about watching them right now. It's just
Which one?
what are they? What are they? One
well,
for
well, the Badgers. You know,
Badgers
it's-
got a tough
and I
league,
feel
yeah.
like I jinxed them because I made that was my good last week. Badgers are 6. Blah blah blah. Let's drink some Kool-Aid. And then I mean, yesterday, you know, you can't really. I mean, they kind of hung with Purdue. They were in it, and I watched all that game. But so that was the icing on the cake. Them losing a second game.
just a bad week. It
Yeah,
happens.
not a good week for my teams. But yeah, that's my bad.
What to pick from? My bad. Kadarius Toney, the Cubs, Jace.
Jace.
Yeah, Jace. So I'll say my bad.
That could be every week.
About a week ago, Jace said that the Cubs signed who's the third baseman from the Blue Jays?
Matt Chapman.
Matt Chapman. Not true. I keep looking for the story.
This is CNN.
Right.
Yeah, exactly.
I think they
So
signed
that's
Rex
my
Chapman.
bad.
Actually.
Like, and I guess my bad would be that Kansas City's had a better offseason than the Cubs had. The fuck?
Yeah.
And the White Sox, maybe.
And the White Sox, maybe. How about the Oakland A's have added more major league players than the Cubs have?
They got their manager though.
Ugh.
Yeah.
Oh boy.
Maybe they're hoping he'll play.
It's like they put a shiny thing over here to look at.
Yeah.
Right,
Craig-
exactly.
Look at Craig Counsell.
Right.
Look at him. Look at him.
We got the best manager in the Major League. Look what we have.
He's wearing a hat.
Right.
Where'd you get the hat, Craig?
We got the Pacific Coast League MVP playing first base this year. Woo!
Oh,
So that's my bad.
Here we got Pete Crow.
he might be in the minors though to start, but
I-
He's
the way
going
it's
to be
going,
in the minors. I had the bet on that.
But the way it's going, he's probably going to be in the majors.
Yeah.
They have nobody else.
Right.
You're going to lose that bet, maybe.
Yeah,
maybe.
And I was with you.
Yeah.
he might be batting first and
Bellinger's
clean up.
they're talking about Bellinger going to fucking the Phillies now.
Ugh. Ugh.
Yikes.
Who's Bellinger's manager?
Boris. And
I think he hates the Cubs.
Oh.
I think he hates Chicago.
well,
Do you blame him?
No, not at all.
Didn't he have
But
issues with the
seriously.
White Sox?
And doesn't he represents Chapman and who's the pitcher too from the Rangers? That's a free agent.
I don't know. Who's the rain? Not sure. Well, Scherzer's out.
No.
now.
Maybe it's not the Rangers. I don't know. Who's the other?
Oh, not the guy from the Mets that went there. Who went to the Rangers from the Mets?
It was Scherzer, wasn't
No,
it?
no, no.
Or he went from the Dodgers.
The young guy.
to the-
He was young. He was good a couple years ago. Who's Thor?
oh,
no,
not Syndergaard.
not
No.
Syndergaard.
Did Syndergaard go to the Rangers?
No, he went to the Angels.
And no, someone went to the Rangers. Who's the other pitcher that was really good at that same time?
Oh, DeGrom.
DeGrom went to the
No, it's not
Rangers.
DeGrom. I can't remember who but I think he.
Their whole pitching staff's with other teams now,
Yeah.
actually doing something.
Yeah.
They brought up like 7 stud pitchers in a short time.
I don't know
and
what
none
he
of
has
them-
against Chicago. It's kind of weird.
Right.
But, I mean.
Because we don't spend any money because we're going for like cheap.
No, that's
reclamation projects.
that's why he can't get a maximum amount from that.
Right.
That's the thing. They're always trying to do something with.
Well, he always
Some-
pushes. It's the big teams too: the Angels, the Rangers, the
Yankees.
Cubs,
Dodgers.
Dodgers, Mets,
Rangers.
Yankees, and he tries to stick around those teams. And then it's like, well, you're going to pay a premium because you're a big team.
But the funny thing is, all those Boris guys, they pay them and they're garbage after you pay them.
Right.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Agree.
I mean, they're not good. So maybe the Cubs aren't dumb enough to follow that.
Bryce Harper's been a good one.
Yeah, Bryce Harper. But you look at Chris
Common.
Bryant. They got a boatload of cash to go to a crappy team, and
that guy's been around for a long time. Boris, wasn't he A-Rod's agent too? I mean,
Oh yeah, he's
been around
a
for-
super agent. He's the guy.
He's
Yeah.
the first
Yeah.
agent where you knew who he was.
I mean,
that
you
I
know
can
what?
think of.
He does his job right. He gets the most for his clients, so that's his job. I mean, obviously, he's not. screwing his
Hopefully, he's
clients
not
over.
just Jordan Love's agent.
I don't know if Boris does a lot of football. I
He
don't
does
know.
just pretty much baseball.
Baseball's where the
yeah.
cash is.
Yeah,
I mean, football's
football
a few
would be your Drew Rosenhaus.
because football is only
and-
you only get the money out the guaranteed stuff. You don't
Yep.
get it off
Yeah.
the number. You get it off the money they make.
Sure.
And probably, I wonder if he does NBA. I don't even. If he does. I think he sticks to baseball.
Yeah, why wouldn't
Jordan Montgomery.
Oh, the guy that just went.
Yeah, from the Cardinals and
That
yeah.
the Cubs with the Cubs. We were hoping the Cubs would.
Right. He's a Boris agent too.
So
So
where did he end up?
he's still a free agent.
No, that's the other guy. Who's the other guy we wanted? Oh, Aaron Nola. He ended up staying with the Phillies, right?
Yeah, he ain't going nowhere.
Giolito signed with anybody? He went to Cleveland, right?
Yeah, Giolito signed a pretty good contract.
Yeah, so
I think it was 2 years at like 18 a year or
Who did
something.
Reese Hawkins sign? Oh, yeah, that's right. No,
Jeez,
The
boo.
Brew Crew.
yeah, that was a that's a good sign. And
I know that.
Then I had a couple of Brewer fans say, "Oh, that's too much." I'm like, "You sound like the fucking team now."
right.
Too much. He's 2 years, $34 million.
Right.
That's got a player out.
Well,
which
and
is
they
fine.
lost some
And he
other.
was-
They lost some other contracts
And you know what?
too.
If
so
they would have signed a Reese Hoskins type of guy 2 years ago,
they might have
they
been
might
right
have
there.
might
Yeah.
have been able to compete for a World
With those
Series. They never had a
pitchers.
first baseman. Never.
Yeah.
They
Yeah,
always
he
had a
was
guy-
raking too before he got hurt.
Yeah, he was 30. He's a 30 home run guy before the year he got hurt. Nobody, and I'd say that, and it's like, well, I go, well, what?
Right.
Yeah.
He might be the next just year's Cody Bellinger.
Right.
You never know. That'd be great. Now the Brewers are not in the same situation, I
Because
don't
of
think,
pitching.
but who
No,
knows? But
they don't have any pitchers.
yeah, but I mean, and now they're talking about Devin Williams might get traded eventually, and Adames has always been talking.
Yeah,
about.
they're talking Damas gone
They're cleaning house.
Yeah.
because they
As
just
well they
traded for
should.
Ed Shirt.
Yeah.
Well, you're at that point now if you're
Right.
giving up.
Right. I mean, they closed their own window.
Yeah. Oh, good. I like that.
Yeah.
Close our window. I like that. Wow. Okay.
Right. You're bad.
We're on bad.
It's my bad. Okay, so so this is I'm going to turn to Ed here. Yeah,
Nice.
I didn't like this. Ed. So this past week, my bad is Joy Reid. Joy Reid is the MSNBC host that during a cutaway said it was Joe Biden talking about the war or about what was going on over in Iraq, and she made a comment like, "Oh, let's start another fucking war," and it went live mic. So here was a response on my favorite show and your favorite show, The View.
But it seems like you were criticizing President Biden for starting another war. I don't think you're alone in concerns of that, but is that true? Like, what was behind this? Well, I'm going to hit that with a cute no comment. No, but what I'm going to say is I am a person that I'm a study war no more kind of Christian. I'm a red letter Christian. I don't believe in war, whether it is the governor of Texas literally trying to start another civil war over an issue that his party could solve tomorrow. There's literally a bill that they just could pass, right, and do the border security issue. Or whether it's in the Middle East, I was deeply against the Iraq war. I'm an anti-war person. And so, I don't want to say that there's any side that is specifically to blame here. But I think for most Americans, we're war weary. I think we're all weary of conflict. And we would like to see us progress economically, socially, try to bring this country back from the brink of racial hatred. Let's not do war. But
So what bothers me about that, here's what bothers me. The first thing that bothers me is this is a minute 30 clip. She goes from talking about Texas being terrible and trying to close their border, and she was against the Iraq war. But then when it comes back to Biden, she goes, but I don't think it's anyone's to blame. But she's blamed Texas and George Bush for starting
And
wars.
racial hatred.
Yeah. Right.
And it has nothing to do with their comment.
Yep. And that's the problem with the whole thing I have. They just sit there and allow this on that show. And they just sit there and go, this is okay, and don't question her any further. Like, wait a minute, though. I would have said, so you just named the Texas governor and George Bush, but it's nobody's. But you also say in the next breath, it's nobody's fault because now we're talking about now.
Yeah, there's no
That's the
neutral
problem.
position there at all.
I'm going to tell you something.
Because she's a reporter, right? What is her role?
Yeah, she's an anchor.
She should be fired.
Yes, and the thing about this is that what bothers me is that both sides do this. It's not one-sided. It is not. Don't believe it. But I know people that will not talk to people if they vote the other side, which I think is ridiculous. I think it's stupid. I think it's the dumbest thing in the world.
I still like Ed.
I vote both ways.
But I think
you are a swing voter.
But the problem I have is just like there was MSNBC did this thing with there was 4 black men in a barbershop, and I think I forwarded this to you and they sent NBC. Well, obviously they have to because it's not racist, but they sent a black journalist over there to talk to him like it was gonna like it makes like whatever. But all 4 black gentlemen said they are voting for Trump because they want money. They're done being poor again.
Money's nice,
and that's the bottom line.
Makes life easier.
When you go to vote things, it's not. The problem is they're catering to everybody but us, to the black men, black women, white men, and white women. They're catering to every other issue but the issues that make the country run. That's the problem.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I have. And both sides do it. It's not one-sided. It never has been.
What did they always say about it's the economy, stupid?
Yeah.
But they're trying to get off of that with all this stupid stuff, the border,
And they don't care about anybody else. They care about all these groups that are doing different things. That's how they try to get votes and then guess what? after the election, no matter who wins or loses or whatever, they figured about the Latinos, they figured about the blacks, they figured about everybody. They just go back business as usual once again. They forget about them. Then it's an election cycle, so let's get back on board. And I love the racial divide. It's you did it. The people running do this. They tell you that we're racist.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, that's what they do. They all do this, and I'm so sick and tired of everything's racist. Like Stephen A. Smith today came out and said that it's racist that Cleve Kingsbury got hired in Washington.
Saw that.
But they've hired out of 8 coaching vacancies, 3 African Americans are hired to take those jobs. 3 of them.
Right.
Okay. Now I don't know in the NFL how many black coaches there are now, African Americans.
9.
Okay, so 9.
There's 9 minority.
9 out of 32.
Right.
That is, and this isn't how it should be done. But if you do the math, 9 out of 32 is a larger percentage than the black African American in the United States.
Almost 3 times.
So what you're saying is that they have 9, which is great. I don't care if they have 15. I want. You know what? I don't care if the guy that coaches my team is purple. Just win. I don't care. I don't care who it is. I don't care who's the quarterback. I don't care who's the players. Just be good and don't and win.
Well, let me ask you this question.
You know, but back to Joey reading this thing. It's just a hypocrisy. Yeah. They allow her to sit there and they all look at her and go, "No, it's a joke. It's all a fucking joke to these people."
And who could challenge her? They're not going to do it on that show. If anybody else on another show,
she won't go anywhere. She won't go talk to anybody else.
But
obviously.
If anybody challenges her, then they look like in the minds of the media and the.
Oh, you're attacking a black woman.
You're attacking, yes,
because she is African American.
So I mean, right now, if people are listening to us that have those same views, they're like, "Oh, you're attacking her because she's black."
I'm not. She just.
I know you're not. You're being realistic, and you're questioning.
And the bill they talk about that they can just sign tomorrow. It has a bunch of fat in it, pork, a bunch of. What they call it?
Pork bellies?
Yeah. What do they call it? They call that something.
Meat on a lot of meat on the bone.
No, what's that? Where pork, they're fat. They add stuff to bills that you don't see. About. And you know what's a big part of that bill? Sorry.
I was just.
It's more Ukraine money.
Oh, it's not even a big part. It's like, most of the part.
It's second tier, and they're using this to try to get the GOP to look bad. And they all do it, but it's like sign the bill. Yeah, to give Ukraine another $2 billion. Yeah, that's what you want. So, and you know what? Guess what? When President Biden came in, the border was closed. He signed the executive order to reopen it. Nobody else did.
Right. Yeah.
So there's the problem. It's just
calm down, Scott. Calm down.
Oh, when I saw this clip today, I was like, you gotta. She just like double spoke. She just double talked and no.
Right. I think your reassurance is what you just said though about the guys in the barbershop that people are turning. I mean, I know a lot of Democrats that are like, "There's no way we can't do this again. We can't do any more years of Biden."
And you know why? And here's the problem: if they brought a good like the Kennedy. Right. I like him.
Well, yeah. Somebody that's inspiring. How about
I like
that?
him, but at least he has a voice and he has some. I actually like, I'm a big fan of now. I'm a big fan of Fetterman now. He's become this guy that
the
actually
older guy, right?
Speaks for himself.
No, that big
Kevin. And he's kind of the kind of the middle of the road guy. Yes, he's got the views over here, but he also says, we got to close the border and we had
that's still got to close
and he's
the border,
okay with standing with Israel, but they're all mad at him because he's saying I stand with Israel and we need to close the border. And that's the problem with Democrats. They all stick together. The GOP fight each other all the time.
Mm-hmm.
And nobody understands that. That's the part you kind of want because at least they
challenge
checks and balances.
Right, exactly.
Where Democrats like just get in line,
right?
So we win.
So I wonder when she made that comment about let's start another fucking war. Like how many times Syria and Iraq have attacked the United States? Like it's 164 attacks in the last 13 months.
Yeah.
Like so, what are we supposed to do? Just like let that keep going and going?
But she doesn't like war.
Should have put her foot down a long time ago.
Yeah,
and wouldn't have happened.
Yeah, that's the thing. And but you're right, Tim. You're totally right. It's just a joke. But let's move on because I got my next one's even better.
Well, now we're going.
Ed.
I hate following Scott.
Wait, hold on. Okay, I'm back.
You have to follow Scott. I feel sorry for you.
We're going to good.
Yeah, let's do it.
Place.
Well,
you're changing gears on me. I like it.
Is it about sports?
Yeah, mine's are always about sports, except for the politics.
Stop. Unlike Cavelli. Isn't politics a sport?
No,
though,
that was
days,
good.
really?
You gotta, you know what? Even on our show, which is mostly, 98% sports. We do some pop culture, and you got to throw some stuff.
Well,
I mean, you should have been here when we were here during the riots.
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah,
God,
it
was
was a little out of hand.
It was hilarious.
It's hard to
was
watch
a
your
riot.
city get burned down and people lying to you, the whole time. But it was a mostly peaceful podcast. Anyways, All-Star Weekend. That's my good.
Oh, nice.
For what?
For hockey and football.
Oh, okay.
I mean, it wasn't the greatest thing. Everybody's bad mouthing this football thing. I've heard it nonstop. It's like
I did not watch 1 second of it.
We need to get more. No wonder why nobody's watching. They're not killing each other. It's like do you want to watch another game where
they don't kill each other during the regular season?
68
so
to 55, you know, where it's like
but it's like they're entertained. They have a good time joking around.
I watched dodgeball. I watched the tug of war. The tug of war was awesome. The NFC just destroyed them in the tug of war.
The tug of war?
Tugger war.
Tugger war.
Sauce and toss.
Yeah. Was that a boneless tugger war?
What was that? Battle of the Network Stars? That
greatest show ever.
Right.
Yep.
They should bring that back for the NFL players.
Bring it. Oh, that'd be great.
Well, how about that? What's that thing? The Ninja Warrior. Put them on a Ninja Warrior course. That would be. They don't get hurt on that.
No,
yeah, that's a good point.
Yeah.
That'd be fun. Couple Ninja Warriors.
Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, and then the hockey one. You know, the skills competition. I watched a little bit of that, and I watched. They do a 3. I think the whole game is a 3-on-3 now, isn't it?
Yeah,
hockey. Yeah, it's awesome.
So they played 2 games.
Yep.
And then the finals, the winners of those played.
It's like a little stepladder thing. It's kind of cool.
It was kind of cool.
Yeah, it's cool. Yeah.
I was watching it, and I was going places, coming back. I watched a little bit here and there, and it's fast. And I mean, I've seen 3-on-3 in real life, and it's crazy.
Yeah, the one game me and Jace went to with Blackhawks was a 3-on-3. It was awesome.
Yeah,
really,
it was awesome.
My nephew used to play 3-on-3 like pond hockey.
I want to go to another Admirals
crazy.
game. I had a good time. I want to go to another Admirals game.
Yeah, I'm into that.
I got free tickets for volunteering at the school.
How many?
All right, how many?
Just 2.
Oh, ask for 8.
And free ice cream too.
When are we going?
Yeah, Ed. When are we going?
I said, Amber, give me those
tickets.
Ed,
when are me and Tim going?
What are you talking about? Glenn invited me over for steaks.
Burgers.
Yeah, so All-Star Weekend. I thought it was, you know what? There was nothing else going on. It's February. 2 weeks from now, we're going to be like, man, I wish it was All-Star Weekend. We got nothing to watch.
Well, you'll
College
have the
hoops.
NBA All-Star game.
Yeah.
Maybe they need to switch and do something a little bit
I like
more
the NBA
unique.
All-Star
Yeah,
game.
they're going East and West this year.
They're going back?
They're going back. I like it for about 5 minutes.
And they're bringing back the Rising Stars game.
Oh, nice.
So
I guess
Now
that's pretty good. The dunk contest used to be really cool, but I don't know.
It's the
just
same shit over and over to me.
The court's going to be a LED clear lit up court.
no
Yeah.
shit.
Oh, that'll be awesome.
For everything but the game. For everything.
No.
They're going to tell if they travel now. Ding, ding,
Yeah.
ding.
3 Euro steps?
You're out.
That's great. Eric, what was your good?
My good.
We're still cooling down from Scott yet.
Oof, I know. I don't even know what to talk about. If you ask most guys that are into golf, what's the course you would want to play that you can play? And most guys,
Whistling Straits.
Well, okay, fine.
Pats.
So Pats. I think a lot of guys are going to say
played.
Pebble Beach. That's probably on a lot
Augusta.
of bucket
I
lists.
say Augusta.
But you can't. Can you play Augusta?
Oh,
Do you
somebody
know
can't play.
someone?
You can't. You thought
You can
oh,
play.
I'm
You
sorry,
could play
I'm sorry.
Pebble Beach.
Augusta,
You could play
yeah.
Pebble Beach.
I see Pebble Beach. Goes.
So fine, Augusta, Pebble Beach. I mean, these are some
Isn't
of
that
the most
Jim
iconic.
Dance's backyard?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Hello,
Just fucking with you, Eric. I would say Pebble Beach would be the one.
Now you slowed down my mojo. Scott got a hole. He got to play a recording, talk about politics. Anyway, so Wyndham Clark on Saturday shot a 60 at Pebble Beach, which is the course record. Actually, it's the PGA tournament record at Pebble Beach by 2 strokes. Somebody actually held it for a while. Was a college player, shot a 61. His name was Hurley Long. Shot a 61. But Wyndham Clark
bone wings.
Wyndham Clark actually just absolutely destroyed the course. In fact, he had a
That's what she said.
he parred the 18th, and most guys are putting for eagle, and he just kind of choked a little bit, but
3 feet away from a 59, right?
yeah, he was right there for a 59. So I just think iconic course, 100 years of history, and to be able to break the course record, I mean, just think about that. That's ungodly. Strangely enough, it wasn't the lowest round of the day. Joaquin Neiman shot a 59 on the Live Tour.
Jesus.
Yeah.
Yep.
But so did
Clark
win the tournament?
Clark ended up winning. So
Asterisk.
they got a ton of rain on Sunday.
Asterisk.
Asterisk.
But it's only 54 holes, right?
Yeah,
So
so
it was a live tournament.
Well, but the 60. Yeah, there we go. The 60 is a single. I say the most iconic performance ever at Pebble Beach was so this round, 4 rounds, 65-69. 71 and a 67 to win by 15 strokes in the U.S. Open. Tiger Woods in 2000.
Tigre. El
Tigre. Yeah. So
was that the one when it was like getting dark out and he hit that?
It was dark. So picture now Pebble Beach.
Ball, they had no idea. He had no idea he was on the green.
Pebble Beach letting the rough grow up, and it's summer. It was like 90 degrees, I think, when Tiger won it, and to shoot those 4 scores in a row and win by 15 freaking strokes in the U.S. Open, that to me is the greatest performance.
And then they
ever.
started growing the grass really long after that.
Yeah, really long. They totally changed the course.
Right.
But yeah, it's an iconic course. It's just it's amazing looking, and just the TV does. It's almost like we always say about the Rose Bowl. When you see it, it doesn't look real. Right. And that course with the backgrounds, it's just like, oh my god. So yeah, so that's my good. That was pretty cool. I watched it live a little bit, and then I kind of watched it again yesterday. I was doing some stuff. I was building some furniture for Charlotte, and I watched it kind of again because they replayed the other round again. But yeah, pretty cool.
Nice. My good is my girl Kelsey Plum, my favorite WNBA player. She is currently the leading scorer in women's NCAA history, and someone asked her about Caitlin Clark possibly breaking her record, and she was awesome about it, saying that she's proud of Caitlin and that she's looking forward to passing the torch to another great player, which I thought was very classy of her. And she talked about how when she was going through the same thing that Caitlin is at this time, how hard it was, how hard on her mentally and things like that. And it was just a stark contrast to Cheryl Swoops, who's another great WNBA player who criticized Caitlin Clark when she passed her up for the second leading scorer in NCAA women's basketball history, not knowing that this is Clark's 4th year, not her 5th year.
Oh, so that was the criticism.
That was a criticism.
You should, if you get records, you should have to get him the same amount of time someone else got him.
Right.
Yeah.
So the NFL records would all be out the window by the cause because they play 17 games now.
Right.
Okay.
Yeah, so at baseball.
Yeah, you're right. Exactly. Right.
But Caitlin's in her 4th year.
4th year.
Yeah,
right.
and so everything is parallel with Swoops and
Kelsey Plum. Right.
Kelsey Plum. Okay.
Right. And she made a comment in the interview that she takes like 30 shots a game to get this.
Right.
Not true.
Right.
And Gilbert Arenas was like, like he agreed with the comment.
Right.
So it was just weird. It was it was on Gilbert Arenas' podcast.
Right. But yeah. So good and bad at the same time.
Willie!
What's your good, Willie?
Good. My good.
At least not the fucking Lions anymore.
Yeah.
Or the
Michigan.
Wolverines. Jesus.
Oh, Michigan won. You can make that the good. You should make that the good the rest.
You can't talk about their basketball
Willie,
team.
You should make the good the rest of the year. The Wolverines won that. Just every week, just say it.
How's the Wolverines this year?
Until next year, you
the Tigers are undefeated.
Yes.
And the Pistons are winning
They're in first place. Tigers are in first place.
The Tigers only have 3 less wins than the Pistons right now.
And the Tigers have spent more money than the Cubs. God damn it.
Oh,
I'm
glad Willie got here, so
similar to that.
So I can drive on
yours too. It's low in calories.
True.
So I can ride on the sidewalk on the way home.
This is the good one. Oh, this is the fun beer.
Oh my god.
The one I brought is pretty good too.
So Willie, what's your good? Willie's here.
My good is. Did anybody watch the Grammys last night?
Oh yeah.
Wait.
Taylor Swift's got a new album coming out.
Don't take mine.
Oh my god.
shit.
I wrecked 2 tube sets.
Yeah.
I won't.
Go ahead.
No, you know what it's going to be, right?
We're sharing
He's
the
got
next
a
one
whole
too.
thing.
Miley Cyrus.
No,
What do
go
you
ahead,
got?
take it.
No, you do it because it might not be the same. Go ahead.
Go off thing. Me and Eric will talk while you guys decide what you got there.
Go ahead.
Jay-Z.
Yes. So
Yeah, that was it.
Okay.
Oh, you got.
No, you got it. You can do it. You just got it.
Why don't
Sorry,
you guys
sorry.
tag team? Him and I are tag teaming on
I'll do
Ugly.
again for you. You didn't hear it.
No, I didn't.
No, that was your bad.
No, my bad. You missed my bad. It was Ed inspired.
he went on a political rant for like 4 minutes.
34 minutes.
Scott's not doing any sports
I took
today.
a nap.
Okay, go ahead, Willie. Go ahead, do that. It was great. It was awesome.
Yeah, it was. I don't know if anybody watched the Grammys last night. Nobody
Refuse.
did.
No.
I didn't. I kind of went in and out of the pickleball. I was watching pickleball too.
I was too.
Yeah.
McEnroe and Agassi were in it.
Yeah.
Froze.
Oh,
I like
froze.
that. There's a little. Oh, it's completely
Okay,
froze?
so what is your good?
My good is I don't know, Luke Combs, and he brought in a special guest, Tracy Chapman.
No way.
That's cool.
Yeah,
Awesome.
And they
Yeah,
did
I like Tracy Chapman a lot.
sing the duet Fast Cars.
Yeah, that's who sings that song because I keep hearing it.
Yeah, he's
Yeah.
got a version of it, right?
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Not as
You
good
know-
as Tracy
You
Chapman.
know
No,
what,
God,
what
no.
year that was a hit for her?
88.
That's
yeah,
right. Yeah.
88. Yeah.
I was gonna say.
I was gonna say like early '90s, late '80s, but yeah.
And the song, their duet, hit number 1 today on the USA app iTunes chart.
Oh,
Is that
cool.
right?
Is it completely frozen?
She made $500,000
get you a
off.
bib?
She made $500,000 off because she owns the rights and she wrote that song. They made $500,000 off the original when he redid it.
Oh,
when he redid
She
it,
probably make $20 million now.
yeah. And now this iTunes thing's and good for her.
It was absolutely.
It was an
It's a great
incredible
song.
duet.
It's a
Incredible.
I gotta look it up.
You need to watch it.
Yeah.
It was very. We can watch it after. I'll show you guys.
Okay.
Yeah.
It was very good. It was just
the
cool,
bookie.
mellow. Well, we can watch both. But yeah, it was awesome.
Heck with sleep.
I agree.
Yeah,
It was that was it. Look, fast car. That was it. I got another good then. My other good will be we were talking about this on Saturday. I watched the documentary, The Greatest Night in Pop Music. It was about the making of We Are the World.
Oh.
It was very good. If you get a chance to watch it, interesting how they did it. They did it in one night, started at 10 o'clock, got done like 6, 7 in the morning, I think.
Right, really?
They did all Quincy Jones. They were like arguing. They were talking. We want to, let's just break up and we'll come in and do our parts after. Because they did they do, which I guess you figure it out after you think about it. They do the
Chorus.
the chorus first. They all sing the chorus over and over, and he records it. Then all the individuals sing their parts, and they, put it back together. And then they're like, okay, we'll just come back and do that later. He goes, no, we're getting the song done tonight. We're doing them all tonight. So they actually sat in a row, and they went through and sang their parts, all sitting in the same room. And the only one that did it separately was Michael Jackson.
Yeah,
and Springsteen had to because he was singing like the part where they're singing and he
are the world.
Yeah,
that
was like
Santa Claus is coming to town.
like the Richard Sambora part from One Day Alive,
Right.
kind of like a double.
Wanted,
But they were there, right?
Yeah.
Those two were there
Yes.
physically, right?
And one other one,
Who's the other one?
Bob Dylan.
Bob Dylan was terrible,
He was
He's
having
still
such
alive?
and Al Jarreau was hammered.
kept bringing in bottles of wine.
Yeah, he was hammered.
Who could have done this
Make
besides
the world a
Quincy
better
Jones?
place for
Nobody.
you and I.
Quincy Jones was incredible.
Could
I disagree. Rick Rubin could have done it.
It would have to be somebody like there's only like
I
3 or
don't-
4
I'm
guys
gonna
that
tell
could
you.
probably do it though.
Well, actually, because Lionel Richie and Michael Jackson wrote the song.
Yeah.
And Stevie Wonder was supposed to. They tried calling him. It was back then, no cell phones.
Right.
Couldn't get a hold of him.
Hold of who?
He couldn't find his phone. Stevie Wonder.
It's still ringing.
They tried calling him, and then he showed up today. And at first, I thought I kind of got the impression at first. This is what I got. I don't know if you got the same thing.
Is that where?
Watching him, I thought he was kind of a dick at first, Stevie Wonder, because he
I
comes in and
agree.
goes, "Well, it's an African song. It's about Africa, so we should sing some parts in Swahili." And he started singing Swahili, and everybody's like, "No, we shouldn't do that." They
And then Lionel
shit.
goes, "Somebody ten testimonia, jumbo jumbo."
But it's funny when Stevie Wonder started singing, everybody's face, you could see kind of looking at him like, "Is Stevie, what the fuck is Stevie
Be a long
doing?"
night.
Yeah.
What?
They were probably looking at him going, he could see. He could see.
Do you ever
Look
that
at-
story
you can
with
see.
Shaq?
Right.
Where he gets on the elevator with him and he's like, "Hey, Shaq." Shaq's like, "Oh, no, you see me."
But yeah, it was a good show. Who did Huey Lewis spot did he take? Who didn't come?
I can't remember that.
Giggity.
part.
Because there's a few people that were supposed to be there.
Huey Lewis was there?
Yeah, he sang a solo.
Oh, good for him.
He wasn't supposed to sing it, and then actually a couple Daryl Hall and Steve Perry,
Steve Perry, yeah.
Journey both
Should've
said,
been
you know what?
gone.
Huey will do it. He's like, what the? Because it was
Really?
weird.
Well,
You
Huey's
get
got a good voice.
You get the feeling for some of these dudes in the room that they were like a lot of these guys, a lot of these people in the room were. It was weird.
Success-
They were like
egos.
nervous.
Right.
Nervous and intimidated.
Like what? And they all were. Not just like maybe Lionel Richie, he wrote it, and Michael Jackson was Michael Jackson.
Think about though, you got Bob Dylan, Michael Jackson sitting there,
And they're probably all sober except for Al
Sting
Jarreau.
and-
A lot of egos in that
Yeah.
room.
Oh,
Harry
my God.
Belafonte.
Harry Belafonte
Yeah.
was there,
Yeah,
but it
that's
was
right.
who was the guy who took his place?
I
He didn't
can't
show up
remember
or did. Well, Sheena Easton left.
It's Andy
Oh,
Song.
Prince.
Was- oh,
Huey Lewis took Prince's spot.
What? What
What if
Prince just didn't
didn't-
show?
He didn't want to come.
Oh, it's
He
too.
didn't come.
I don't blame
He
him.
was,
too many
he was
people.
playing basketball.
Madonna didn't come.
Making
She didn't show up.
pancakes.
So
They wouldn't like him. They wouldn't. He's like, I was making pancakes
But
after, right? Nope.
It makes me
I'm
laugh
outta here.
because I guarantee after they saw this, you're probably like, "Oh, I wish I would have gone."
Right.
You know, you would have wished you'd have been there.
Well-
But it was one of the great. If you get a chance to watch it, it was awesome.
What
how
was that on?
Netflix.
Oh, okay.
It's very good.
Oh,
It
I
was-
just
it was-
canceled it.
It was very good.
I just thought of when you said Madonna. The other day I watched
And she was hot.
the Modern Family. Where what did we learn from A League of Their Own? There's no crying in baseball. Yes, and Madonna can't act. It was Cameron.
But
Yes,
I
Madonna
forgot
can
how
act.
pretty Madonna was until it was after the show.
Oh,
They were
she
talking
had
to
a
Lionel
prime.
Richie.
She had a
She was
prime.
next to Lionel Richie for some reason, and they were like, "Oh," he goes, "Well, I'm getting to get over there right now," because they didn't tell many people where it was. They wanted paparazzi outside taking pictures of him in the studio. So they found a studio, and they all got limoed over there like separately, like almost like they did as best they could. A&M was
Okay.
And Madonna was there, and she was standing next to her. But I'm like, yeah, she was pretty at one point. Like now she looks like an alien.
She was an Italian girl then. Now she's like you said,
she's an
Martian.
alien.
Yeah.
Material Girl.
So look,
she was gorgeous in that video.
2 music things for good today.
That's awesome.
And still not sports.
Yeah, I got a gripe. This beer is not non-alcoholic. There's no way. I already feel buzzed. I already feel buzzed. Seriously,
fucking
I'm
hammered.
serious.
Fuck you dick.
Yeah.
I'm not.
Well, I bought.
There's got to be something
I
in the
bought
hop.
like 6 4-packs of these, so they're in your fridge.
These are
That's
good.
fine. We'll drink them the whole winter.
Dude,
anyway.
they taste like
I like
alcohol,
them. Yeah,
man.
they're low. They're like 2 points.
Is it?
Are they?
Yeah.
Wait, how many calories are in this
65.
one? So the one I brought, I brought the athletic one.
Did you? Oh,
yeah,
okay,
and
cool.
it's I mean, this is better, but they're pretty tasty.
I'll try both.
That'll be my beer of the week.
All right, nice.
Okay,
Where are we at here?
now we're at good. And you
We're, oh, my good.
Oh no, I
Are
did.
No,
good.
we're on
We all did good.
ugly.
Oh, ugly. I'm sorry, ugly.
Oh, we haven't even got to ugly yet. Oh,
I'm
I'll
ugly.
tell you.
Ugly's gonna be good. I'll say
Tough crowd. Tough crowd.
ugly yet.
So me and Eric, we're gonna double team this one. It's
Katie.
And we're gonna do the ugly.
Yeah.
Double team.
Good screaming,
Are you
everybody.
serious?
You're all really good at that.
Double team was the magic word today. So it's my
That's
ugly
what she said.
is former Kenosha twin Pat Mahomes getting his 3rd DUI. It's just unbelievable. Right before his son's big game.
One more, he hits for the cycle.
Is he creating a dynasty? He's gonna.
Oh my
He's
gosh.
the goat.
He's the goat. No, I know a lot of guys with more. So
he's the doke.
I don't know
Dope.
what you have, but in Texas, your third 2 to 10 years.
Yep.
Really?
Mandatory.
That's the way it should be.
He's doing
Really?
yes.
Yeah.
He's already done like what did he do? 60 days one time.
Yeah.
For his second, they're strict there compared to here. Here, like your third one. Oh, we're gonna take your keys away if you do it again.
You know what? Get out of the car and have an old fashioned. We'll talk about it.
Yeah. Calm down, Pat. It's Wisconsin.
Hey, is that leftover fish fry? If it is, I'll let you go.
Yeah, you were eating with it's Friday fish fry. You're good. No, I mean, how did Junior turn out so good? His family, his brother's a fucking idiot.
Yeah.
His wife, a lot of people don't like. I mean, whatever.
What?
His dad's a drunk.
Pat's got to be punching himself in the dick right now, going, "Why didn't I just get him that Uber card?"
He's probably going, "Hey, when are you
Hey, my dad.
Wait,
Hey, Kermit. Hey, you know my dad. I can't do
Yeah,
that.
you're right there. You're in. You're
You're right there.
Oh yeah, my dad. I don't know what to talk about.
Yeah.
My poor dad.
Yeah, it's there.
I say.
We're gonna get
Everything comes
censored
back.
now because somebody's gonna go, that's racist. That's what black people sound like.
Oh, Jesus.
I was gonna
No,
say
just Pat Mahomes
frogs.
sounds like that.
I'm glad I left the flannel at home. I actually had it out.
Only one flannel on the show from now on.
See what happens when we crack it. There we go.
Yeah, I swear. I swear. There is something in this damn
I'm
beer.
telling you, this stuff's got like
It is a total
cocaine in it or
hoax.
something.
It is a hoax.
Fentanyl.
Oh, you know what? This might be like a marijuana leaf. I don't know.
That's what I was saying.
It's a hop sleeve.
Does the hop have something in it though that compares to? It's a certain hop. I think this hop was grown in like Jamaica or something.
There's monk fruit in this.
Oh, is there
that's probably it.
How about pufferfish?
Jesus Christ.
Who would do that?
Some Brazilian
so
guy.
Stupid.
Yeah, we
dumb.
posted a thing today in our chat this week. Someone sent it in. It was a guy who ate a pufferfish and didn't clean it right, and he died.
Didn't cut it right.
Yeah, someone gave it to him as a gift.
It was like 160 times more potent than cyanide.
If you they could kill like 20 people. They said if you eat it, and if somebody gave me one of you guys here, I gave you a pufferfish. Oh, thanks. Right in the garbage can.
I wouldn't even touch it.
I would get it.
Get a stick.
It's like over
Put
in
some
Asia
gloves
stuff,
on
it's
and
like
take it somewhere and
People
get
pay
it.
top dollar to eat that. Why would you?
But they have to cut it a certain way, right? Is that what it is? Or?
Well, you got to take all the bladder and stuff, all
Yeah.
the intestines and everything. Have, but some of that stuff, if you don't cut it right, it leaks out.
Yeah.
No way.
What's the point?
I don't know.
Have you ever eaten anything? Oh my God, I'm glad I almost killed myself eating this.
Yeah. Oh God.
Well, yeah. Well, it was behind the dumpster at Culver's. but-
That cauliflower last week at the Bucks game. That's how I felt.
Really?
Oh, that was good.
Shrimp from a gas station.
Yeah, gas
Sushi.
station
Sushi.
sushi.
Yes.
I ate sushi in Mexico.
Did you?
It was good though.
Yeah.
It was in the buffet.
It was washed with the water there, so it's probably good.
Well, yeah, it was the water that got you.
Oh, you ain't kidding. I got the shit so
I
bad
had,
down there.
I had Montezuma's Revenge before. It
Oh
wasn't
yeah,
good.
it's not good.
So you're
Well, you still on
Eric's tag
Mahomes,
team?
right?
Well, my ugly is just kind of stemming from what he said about Pat Mahomes' dad, and but my title of my ugly is Super Bowl distractions. Things that are going to distract a player the week of or around that time, and there's a top 10. I mean, so think about some of them. You know, it seems like it happens almost every year. We always joke about
Hookers.
Eugene Robinson.
Oh, that's number one. It's got to be.
And he did it supposedly back-to-back years. He only got caught the one year because he went to the same place. I guess, or not back-to-back years, but he was in another Super Bowl because it wasn't
He was
with
the Packers.
but he did it the next year when he was at the Falcons.
Yeah. But
yeah.
He was the Packers year before when they
He,
lost.
he
to
got
Denver.
away with it. He
'Cause Denver won
He didn't get
back-to-backs.
He didn't get busted
because
that
Robert Kraft helped him get off.
Giggity.
Sorry.
But yeah, through time, there's been so many. I mean, we talked about it before the show. Ray Lewis got arrested that night, the night of the Super Bowl, right?
After he won.
Yeah,
I think.
after he won.
Obstruction of justice.
Here's one. Well, this was the whole season that Roethlisberger went through the rape accusation. So that was Super Bowl.
Good old Gray Dick.
Yeah, good old Gray Dick. What is this one?
You never heard that, Tim?
Do I want to?
There's a rumor going around that all the women that he showed his wiener to said it was like gray and looked weird.
Maybe it's fake.
Right?
There's one with the.
You know, it's always these women. So they do this stuff and then they talk about it. You know, it's like
No, I think it was
You know,
like
I used
court
to-
stuff.
I
that
used to
they
get
said it.
your wiener's so small. It's like, hey, you played with it for like 45 minutes there. You missed a couple times, but you
Damn,
found it
45
eventually.
minutes? Shit.
Well, yeah, she couldn't find it, but
one of the more
my
sad.
zipper was stuck.
One of the more sad ones was Barrett Robbins.
Right.
Yeah.
So he just went
Basically,
nuts.
he obviously had some. He was drinking in Tijuana, and he had some depression issues, and then he just was missing.
I bet you ate
right
a
around
worm
that
and
time.
it just fucked him up.
Probably, yeah.
You know where they're staying? Vegas Lakes. It's like 20 miles outside of.
Yeah, I've stayed
Vegas.
there.
Yeah.
Both teams are?
Yeah.
Where's
That-
Vegas
that's
Lakes?
what
Yeah.
that's what I said.
Yeah, it'd be out of
You
town.
know, my neighbor lives out there, and then Carrot Top lives out.
Right.
Carrot Top, and they all live out. And it's a pretty nice area, but it's a ways.
Yeah. It's like 20 miles
You
away.
can see it though at night when you get out on the road out there. It's like 20 miles away, but you can see the strip. It's really cool looking, actually.
They got some goofy ones in here, like McMahon mooning the media.
Yeah.
But he was just showing something on his left buttock. He said he had acupuncture or
Yeah.
something.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then, Plaxico. What did Plaxico do? Besides, well, this isn't when he shot himself in the foot, but burst. Oh, just that one's stupid.
So, what would you think anything this year compares to that? I mean, Mahomes' dad, obviously.
Well, but that's just it's a distraction. It's unfortunate
Kadarius
that
Toney.
somebody has to go through it.
Yeah, Kadarius Toney. What the?
Idiot.
what's he doing now?
Now he's saying it's AI did it. I didn't say that.
Right.
Oh, jeez.
He again Instagram live. He Instagram lived a bit where he said he wasn't injured, and basically all it was like Kansas City trying to protect him. Like he had a daughter that was born Saturday night, and he's terrible, so he wasn't going to play. So like they designated him for an injury, and he's like, "Oh, I'm healthy. I could have played." And
They should be kicked out of the Super Bowl then.
yeah, exactly.
Stick with your story, kid.
Right.
I'm trying to help you here.
Right.
You know?
There's a guy that can't stay on a team. I mean, he's one of those guys.
or
again.
behind the line of scrimmage.
Can't get him out of his own way.
Sir, no matter what he
He's
does,
a very strange young man.
He's an idiot. Comes from upbringing.
He
Parents are probably idiots too.
very much is so.
you ever have a kid like that, Lorraine, I'll disown you.
So ugly. Go ahead. You're
All
up.
right. My ugly is the Ben Johnson Washington Commanders situation.
God, I always think about the sprinter when he says that. The guy
Right,
on steroids with a vein popping out of his
Right.
forehead, passing the finish line.
Right.
9.89.
Basically, the gist of the whole story
I'm
is
sorry, Tim.
All right.
You were just doing that. You look less like LeBron, more like Chris Farley.
Down by the river.
What does he say at that point? You got to get your life. Or he's just kind of he's a motivator. I'm a motivational speaker.
And the best part of the whole thing is Spade just putting his head down
Oh,
and
they're
can't
dying.
even look.
And Kristen Applegate's in the room too.
Yeah,
Yeah,
she's
she's
gonna
good.
turn around.
Yeah.
I can't see so well. Is that Bill Shakespeare? Looks like you've been using your paper for something other than writing, like rolling doobies. And that's when they're dying.
I know.
Christina Applegate's got her hair over her face because she's laughing so hard.
Give him to break. You know?
Okay, Tim, I'm sorry. I
Yeah.
just watched Eric do the Farley.
Get yourself back on the right track.
Little guy, big guy, little car.
Oh, that's
Okay, go ahead, Tim.
died way too young.
All right, where was it? Oh, Ben Johnson and the Commanders job and the Carolina Panthers job. So basically, there's a lot of he said. Ben Johnson decided he didn't want to go to Washington or Carolina. Washington said that he didn't interview well, even though they'd set up second interview with him. I think they were a little bit butthurt because he canceled the second interview, and they were upset because he texted them that he wasn't going to have a second interview, or his agent didn't call him.
And they were on their way there, right?
Right.
Yeah.
So I mean, I can understand that part, but take the high road. Like, he, and the rumor is that he didn't like the group, the basketball guys for the Commanders, which is totally understandable because there's Bob Myers and Magic Johnson, and I'm trying to think who the third guy was. They're all like basketball related players, basketball industry players
or owners. Or,
right. So he didn't like the vibe from them and decided he didn't want the job. So, which is all great and dandy. So it's just, like I said, I think Washington had egg on their feet, backed out, and they really wanted it. So just a smear campaign on both, basically. So too bad.
Too bad for them and good for us.
Yep.
Yeah. It's good for the team. Willie, you're bad, are we on?
Ugly.
I'm
I'm probably going to steal it again from you.
Nah, you ain't doing this one.
Okay. Well, yeah, talk about the elephant in the room, the Bucks, right?
Yeah.
Well, that was part of my bad, but yeah.
Oh, was it? Okay.
My bad was
quarter.
just the fact that I watched it. That was the bad.
Oh, you watched it?
Well,
Okay.
I watched Wednesday night, which was terrible, and then my other bad was watching the Badgers the next night implode and lose a 16-point lead.
Yeah.
Why don't we?
That was all the basketball I watched.
Right.
Was those two games. So it was enough.
I want to hear what Willie has to say.
Yeah.
first,
Yeah, go
and
ahead.
then
Yeah,
answer
go
that.
ahead.
Well, just the fourth quarter,
Yeah.
40-13. Who do you think's laughing the loudest that's not on the Bucks anymore?
Yeah, that just shouldn't be.
Griffin.
Drew.
Sidney Moncrief.
It just should
Well,
not.
I mean,
it
the
should
thing
not
is,
be
though,
13 points
Their
with that talent.
Their defense has improved, though. That's the thing.
Right.
Their
Who did-
defense has improved. Their offense has got worse. They have no closure, like the Cubs.
Right.
They're the same. The last games they've lost since he's been there, their fourth quarters are abysmal.
Talk about how stupid that the coach from the Celtics can't coach the All-Star team two
I hate
years in a
that.
row.
If it comes to the bonus, that's bullshit.
Right. It should be
He's missing out on money.
right. Right.
Yeah.
Dumb.
Hate it.
Yeah.
That's was my story from last night. So I was flipping between the Grammys and
Giannis walking off the court.
the Bucks game, and they were up. But when I turned it off, when I turned the channel, it was 99-91 Bucks. I can't believe how long I was off that. I came back to the game, it was 112 to 104. They were losing in a matter of one segment on the Grammys.
Sounds like
It
the
may
Heat,
not even
sounds like
hold
the
second.
Heat series last year.
Yeah, and it was like, I was like, what just happened? And they had, the Bucks shot terribly. Obviously, it was 40 to what? The fourth quarter, Willie? What was the fourth quarter?
40-13.
40-13.
Didn't we trade for Damian Lillard? Was he there?
He had 25, I think, last night.
We didn't have anything in the fourth quarter of those 13 points.
I don't know.
You know why they lost? Because Middleton wasn't playing.
Yeah,
He never doesn't play back to backs.
Yeah, you don't play when he plays.
Throwing.
Go ahead. Why don't you bring this home with your ugly that you are so excited about having?
I'm not excited about it. It's just a sad state of the country.
Yeah, well,
Here we go.
you don't even have to tell us the story, and we know that.
God, are you wearing a flannel underneath that thing?
I'm glad we
My
put.
underwear.
I'm glad I picked the good between all this.
So, I'm gonna try to make this. I don't know if I can connect these. In my head, I did, but maybe I won't. I don't
Connect
know.
it like a flannel shirt and a vest.
So a year ago, we probably all agree that how I can connect these that well. How I was going to do it.
I was 20 pounds lighter. I know that.
Well, let's just go to this side. I'm not going to use that. So I'll just come out with this. So in New York last week, 2 cops were assaulted by 6, 7, 8, 9. I'm going to say it so nobody can get mad. Illegal migrants, or immigrants, illegal immigrants. So you can't get mad.
Undocumented.
I did say illegal, but they're immigrants. I'm gonna use them both because you don't call them or get yelled at illegal. We'll call them legal immigrants. And the problem with that I have is that we once again, it's 2 police officers just asking the guy to move along. That's all he did. And then the guy went to move along. They went to pick him up and say move along, which is in the video, nothing aggressive. He falls into a ball, and as he's on the ground, then the cops are like, well, fuck it. We're going to arrest this guy. And guys just start kicking at the cops and blah, blah, blah. See, here's the saying. I read this somewhere, and it's sad to say this, because obviously there's some awful things that happen with cops and shooting people and all that. But the old saying is, I saw this somewhere, and it's sad, but people disagree with this probably wholeheartedly. Shooting 1 trains 1,000. That's all I'm going to tell you. So one of those guys I would have grabbed one of those dudes and beat the shit out of them, and the rest would have never came back and fucked with me. But you can't do that. You can't. It's just, but they can beat the crap out of them on the street. It's okay. That's why there's a shortage of cops. They're overworked in New York, and nobody wants to go there. Same with Chicago. All these cities are going to learn the hard way, and Milwaukee. They're all going to learn the hard way.
Kenosha and Racine, they're all on the job websites.
Yeah. There you go. You're right. And the problem with the whole thing is that they don't understand this, and then I just don't get it how you allow this stuff to happen, and it's a cycle, and it's like okay, and this is the worst it's ever.
And
been.
Those guys all were released.
Oh yeah,
without bail.
When the guy was walking out, that's when my connection was in a way. So when they're walking out, these guys, cameras are there. The news was surprisingly, and they're recording. They're flipping off the camera, laughing like they got away with something. So a year ago, the same people. Why don't these NBA players and WNBA players and all these sports, all these people go nuts and go, why don't we get rid of these people? They fought to bring Brittany Griner back, which I agree with. That was bullshit. We all made our jokes and said she broke a law, but it was bullshit. Her being kept there. It was kind of petty, but it's their law. Yeah. So it's that why don't we get on our soapboxes as athletes and say this needs to stop. We can't have these people here that aren't here legally doing. You know what? Illegal immigrants are fine if they help society. When you're fucking with society, you need to be dropped off in the ocean. It's a joke. It is. They're not. I don't care if people because nobody tries to live and does their stuff. I don't care. You want to open up a taco truck or go get a job somewhere? I don't care. But don't
painters. We're hiring.
I'm just saying, but just to be on the street and start kicking cops, it's terrible.
No matter what the situation, legal or illegal, they shouldn't be. Nobody should ever be doing that.
Then it moves to hospitals with nurses and stuff. They go to the hospitals and they get berated by these people.
A security guard.
Schools have it happened. It all comes together. It layers until if the cops can't do nothing, who can then?
Yeah.
Well, a lot of the problem is the DAs are not prosecuting. No. So the cops are arresting guys. They're getting, sent to the jail. They stay overnight, and then the DA goes, well, we'll just let them off with good behavior, or we're just not going to charge.
First offense.
Whatever. Yeah, but they just got here. There should be 0 offenses for anybody.
Zero tolerance.
If they're not from this country, there should be 0 tolerance.
So why does Pat Mahomes got to go to jail for 10 years, maybe?
Well, let's see if he does now.
If he was illegal and did it 3 times, he'd probably get released.
Yeah, that's a joke. I see. I know what you're saying. That's terrible.
It's sad and crazy. And the funny thing is, our vice president was one of the hardest on crime when she was locking up everybody she could.
Yeah,
and she's our vice president now, and don't want to lock nobody up now because she needs to get a vote.
We have a vice president.
Yeah,
I think.
What's her name?
Kamala. Oh, say it right. Say my name.
Ghost.
Say my name.
She's a ghost.
So there was.
Okay, I'm back.
No, in Vegas. In Vegas. Did you guys?
On now.
Speaking of the Super Bowl in Vegas, those 2 kids that ran over that doctor because he was white. You've seen that. Everybody's seen that video, right?
Yeah, I did.
They were like 16-year-olds. They were driving. They ran him over. It killed them. They were in court yesterday. No, what they say? So it would have been Friday. And the kid actually made a comment. He goes, who gives a fuck? I'll be out by the end of the day. Well, they charged him as an adult. He's going to prison for the rest of his life. But that was his comment.
Should be.
He goes, fuck it. I'll be out by the end of the day. That was his kind. He didn't give a shit because
I'm glad
I killed some doctor, but because of the skin color. But yeah, whatever. They didn't even care.
At least they locked him up.
Yeah, I
I'm
mean,
glad they did.
Well, that's what you need to do. Then maybe it gets
That's
people
justice
like, oh, they're
right
being
there.
serious now, so maybe we should do. I don't know.
yeah.
So I that's just my take.
Well, ever since New York stop and frisk, it's been a mess there.
My kind of funny good bad and ugly. I have one here. I'm Killer Mike last night at the
Oh,
Grammys.
Yeah.
They say why?
I think he got an altercation on the way into the Grammys.
Well,
right?
Yeah, there was like a misdemeanor.
A misdemeanor battery.
Who is this?
He got in a little
Killer
altercation
Mike.
on the way in.
Is
Won
Killer
3
Mike?
awards.
Run the jewels.
And after one of his awards, because the pre-telecast, they did some awards. They do some
Yeah.
mix,
Right.
and he won 3. And he got arrested, but then he was on a show today. He was at a party, but he got really. I mean, he just got a misdemeanor. It's a fight. He got
Darius
a fight.
Rucker got a misdemeanor. We're talking about going to see him.
Yeah.
Killer Mike, though, all the conservative sites the last couple of days. Oh my God! Just because he badmouthed Biden, they arrested him.
Oh,
It's
gosh.
Awesome.
it's like I'm like, I bet there was more to that.
Yeah.
I really don't think the cops got involved in that.
Yeah, he was on the show Billions too. So how about Jay-Z's acceptance speech yesterday?
It was ridiculous. Ridiculous.
Your wife's got 32 Grammys, and you're bitching about her not winning.
And here's the problem I have with the whole
Right.
thing. It's
They
almost
always
like,
bitch when.
but he was talking about Taylor Swift. That's what the rumor was
Again.
about
Again.
her winning.
Oh no,
Because she
Kanye was
won
the one that
them.
went
And,
after
it
her.
said,
that one time.
and someone said it was about her because she's won album of the year and Beyonce never won album of the year.
Right.
And
Well, make a good album, and then maybe you can win.
song of the year is different from album. of
I've
the year.
never won album of the year either.
Yeah. But I'd be happy just and you know what?
You
She's
don't
got
look-
32 fucking Grammys.
You don't look like
I've
Beyonce.
seen Jay-Z's and Beyonce's house.
Yeah.
Okay. I've seen it. On
They're
the
doing
tour.
okay.
Yeah, you know what? You won 32 Grammys. That's all you got to say. Nobody's going to say, what'd you win them for? An album of the year? You're terrible.
Right.
But it was about Taylor Swift. Why didn't Taylor Swift walk up? And they'll never do this because they're afraid. They're scared if they say anything, they'll
Right.
get in trouble. Nobody else does.
Right.
Taylor Swift should walk up and goes, you know what? I'm proud of what I did. Don't care what everybody thinks. Guess what? I got my albums of yours. Maybe you should earn yours. And I would have walked off.
Right.
Yeah, but
Done.
I don't.
But she goes up there and just,
But
have
Taylor
to-
Swift, I don't know her personally.
Take
You
the
know,
high road.
the closest I got
She
was
shook it
3
off.
suites away at the Packer
Right.
game. I don't think she's a cunt like the rest
No,
of them.
she's not. She's
and to be
complete
honest, they
opposite of
showed
them.
Beyonce when he was talking, and she looked almost like
embarrassed.
What the fuck? Right. She
and
was.
he was rambling through it. And,
You
and
better
mum-
take my wife's
Because this is usually like a Kanye West thing.
Yeah,
like
and I don't. And well, him and their buddies, so it makes
Yeah.
sense.
You know the reason
Like,
why
they're friends.
That's
They're-
why he brought his daughter up there to deflect.
Oh yeah, he brought his daughter with why I did this.
He brought Ivy up there.
Was standing next to her.
Yep.
Just standing next to him. So
Why-
bring my
that's why I
kid.
do
And she's
know
a
this-
very, very pretty girl. Looks just like her mom.
That's why I don't watch these shows.
But yeah, she.
How about someone walk up and be like, "Hey, you used to be a drug dealer. What are you doing up here?" You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah, it's the same thing.
Because it has nothing to do with how talented you are. She won 32 fucking. So she doesn't
Most.
have.
She has the most ever.
Right.
Yeah.
But she didn't win
Beyonce.
album of the year. So fucking what?
Yeah.
Make a good album. Lemonade, overrated.
Wow.
That was awesome.
Wow.
I would not want to be under his umbrella.
Right.
Ella,
And,
Ella,
I
hey,
think they said
hey.
he made a comment. Well, some people just went that dawn, and he wasn't like when I say mumbling and stuff. He wasn't like drunk or anything. He was almost trying to say something, and then he kind of would catch himself and stop, and then
Right.
he'd start talking again and be like,
Still in
"Oh,
there.
maybe I shouldn't say that." And then he would keep. Did you see it?
He's very nervous.
He was trying.
the
Yeah,
whole
instead
time.
of just going up to because he won. What did he win?
He won the Dr. Dre.
Yeah.
award.
Lifetime Achievement
And
Award.
then he's
Right?
coming out saying
Citizenship award.
they don't
I like
like
Dr. Dre,
show
so let's not.
they don't show all the awards, or they show only certain awards get shown before the show, like the rapper awards. A couple of them did,
Right.
but also the greatest classical music does too, and all that, because you know what, they can't show. It would be a 17-hour show,
Right.
dude.
They don't show the fucking
It's almost like
bluegrass or
yeah,
the fucking
yeah.
ukulele and
Yeah.
The stuff I like,
freaking
yeah.
should.
Yeah,
by the way,
Steve Martin's won like 15.
Dave Chappelle won one last night.
Yeah.
Oh,
For his comedy
Is-
special.
what-
yeah.
Steve
They-
Martin
did, they,
and the
did they put it on the main thing?
What's the
No,
name
they
of the
don't
band?
put those on there.
They can't.
They don't.
He's
No,
got to
they're-
wear
something-
flannel now.
something
It never's on
Ramblers.
those, yeah. it's
something
weird.
like Yeah, but Steve Martin's got like 10
Yeah,
Grammys.
then it's funny.
But he's never won Banjo Player of the Year.
It's like he's hypocritical because
Right.
then a lot of the awards last night, and I don't care who wins the fucking
Steep
awards.
Canyon,
But there
Steep
was
Canyon Rangers.
Yes.
I,
There was-
I almost looked it up, but I remembered it.
it wasn't all white
That's some
people
good
that won
shit
last
right there.
night. It's a
Yeah.
mix, so
Not
you
at all.
can't.
Yeah.
Your complaint is then you have to go. Well, they don't show these awards now. You can't say these because they've won these. So other people that won, not just white people. So
Right.
it's like they keep adding stuff. This and you know what? Go back to my bad. Joy Reid, there's your dividing.
Right.
It's right there. You're doing it. You're
Right.
doing it yourself.
Right.
You are making us go, fuck you, dude.
Right.
Why? What are we doing? And then I go like this. He got halfway through, click, went back to. You know what? That's why I went to the Bucks game. He was talking. That's when they got the lead. Then I went back and I saw Billy Joel. Oh, I want to say another good Billy Joel. First new song in 30 years he sang last night. Not a bad song.
Yeah,
really.
Yeah. And you hear how it got
yeah, the great story.
A great story.
Some downtown girl. No.
Some dude wanted to meet
Outlet
him.
Mall girl.
Listen to this shit. Billy Joel's a dick. Just so you know. Some dude wanted to meet him. He was a young guy, songwriter, and his friend of his
wife met a doctor that knows Billy Joel.
So can you set me up to have lunch when I want to talk about writing a song? And he's like, I guess. I'll see what he says. He did. Billy Joel went to meet him. He got there to meet Billy Joel for lunch. Billy had Joel ordered all his food to go. He's like, I'm beginning. They ended up talking for 2 hours. This guy got him to write a song. He didn't want to write a song. He's like, I don't like my voice. I don't, whatever. And he sounded good. He sang a new song, and then he sang You May Be Right at the end. He sounded good. He sounded really good.
Oh, yeah.
For 74 years old, he sounded great.
Billy Joel is a dick.
I want to see him.
But I don't think he's
I've never seen. I've always wanted to
be
see
at
him.
Wrigley with Stevie Nicks.
Really?
Yeah.
Stevie Nicks.
Stevie Nicks?
Yeah.
Oh
We
my
should
God.
go.
Let's go.
Who's
When is
interested?
it? When is it? I'm in.
It's going to be expensive.
When is it?
That
Not
one.
it.
No,
Oh, you don't go
No interest whatsoever.
In either one of those?
No.
Would you go, Eric?
You don't like Stevie Nicks?
Would you go, Willie?
No, I'm not Stevie Nicks.
I like
Yeah.
Billy Joel. I like Billy Joel.
I'm not a
but
Billy Joel fan.
When is it? Do you know when it is?
Tell her about it.
Tell her everything
You're
you
gonna
know.
have to talk to Heather on Thursday.
The whole scenes from an Italian restaurant, the whole that's the
Oh.
best song ever. And
No,
it's
it's not that
Not
good.
the best song ever,
Piano
but it's
Man's
good.
the greatest song ever.
I like Billy
Enough
Joel.
said.
Whatever.
Yeah.
That's not even close.
What's the best song?
I'm in a New York state
Pressure,
of mind.
Pressure's a great song. How about the song about
Allentown?
You may be
Allentown?
right.
No, how about the song about the
Photograph's the best song ever.
it starts with helicopters. It's like about Vietnam.
Oh yeah.
Something
That's a good
Saigon.
song.
I know the song.
Something
yeah.
Saigon, isn't it?
Yeah, something Saigon.
Good Night Saigon.
Yeah, maybe that's it.
Yeah.
Great song. Great song.
No, I like Billy Joel.
Allentown's
We didn't
good too.
start the
Allentown,
fire.
But
It's
we didn't start the
always
fire.
been. Well, I'm changing my notes. I
And
had
Flannel Tim is
I had
there.
February
blah, blah,
5th,
blah.
2024 is the Scott Rant show, but no, now we're getting more into Billy Joel, so things are picking up.
For the longest time.
All right, so for next week's show, we have to listen to Billy Joel. We'll pick out our favorite 10 songs from Billy Joel.
I just did mine.
10. It's a
Easy.
5.
Then we'll get shut
track
down for
4.
playing music on there.
4.
And we got to sing a line.
We'll sing them.
No.
For the longest time.
He sings every verse. That's all his voices. He does all the voices for that
See,
song.
now you're hyping them up.
Now
I
you're
like
pumped.
it.
Now you're pumped. You're
He's
in.
a hype man.
Yes.
So did you ever?
You're doing this now.
Oh my God! So have you ever seen like the Billy Joel stuff? He's one of the first guys. He just like essentially hired a band. They thought they were the Billy Joel band essentially, and then he gets to like a point. He's like, "Fuck you! You guys are all fired. I'm just hired a new band."
Sounds like the Eagles.
Well, no, they're all the same guy. Those guys are all legends. These guys were all like, we put like 6 albums together to, and Billy Joel's just like, yeah, I'm done with you guys. I'm just going to hire more guys. You guys are back. You guys are in the back. You're just work for me. And essentially, they're employees.
So it sounds like Linda Ronstadt and the Eagles.
There's a lot of, yeah. or the band and Bob Dylan. Yeah.
Yeah, the band, yeah.
Well, he wanted to be a solo artist. That's what he is, basically. He's Billy Joel.
But he's not as big as an asshole as
Tom
Neil
Petty
Young.
did the same thing. Neil Young's a piece
Well,
of shit.
Tom Brady has called himself and the Heartbreakers.
Well,
so he had a band with them.
But then he did that like
The Heartbreakers were before him.
Yeah, they were all and they were there for a while.
Oh, wait, they were close. I mean,
and then when Wildflowers come out, he got rid of them.
oh yeah, that's a Tom
and then
Petty album.
and I think he paid some of them to come back and play.
they were heartbroken.
Yeah. So I forget where we were with everything here.
Yeah.
Good, bad, ugly. I think.
Oh, something about the Grammys. You know what? They're a bunch of rich people giving awards to other rich people. Fuck them. There we go.
All
Agreed.
participation awards.
Yeah.
Hey, you know what? You want to talk about the males should be mad because all the women had all songs of the year.
Yeah.
There
good
wasn't
call.
a dude in there.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, let's start speaking up on that. See what happens. Let's see what happens.
This is a show about men here.
Man,
You know, and the whole thing about the Grammys is it's all their peers that vote for all those categories.
Right.
So he's sitting there criticizing that she doesn't have album of the year. So her peers didn't think she had a good album. So stop your bitching. She won 32 Grammys. I'm going full circle to where we're at.
And I think a lot of this too.
Lemonade's overrated.
It is overrated.
I love it.
God damn it.
I can't believe we're sitting here and you know Beyonce album titles and don't like Billy Joel.
I said I like Billy Joel. I don't want to go see him live.
This is a man
my
show.
favorite song. Oh, the single lady.
Oh, the single lady.
That's Destiny Child, though.
Oh, that was all of me. Yeah. So, sorry.
Oh,
That's two different things.
Sorry, Beyonce head.
Oh.
He's a Yance.
What T-shirt do
He's
you
a
have?
Yahtzee.
What T-shirt does Tim have under that sweatshirt? Destiny Child. Oh,
Oh, Japanese pro wrestling. I like
that's
it.
cool. Yeah. I thought it was
That's an album.
lemonade.
That's a Beyonce album.
It was going to be a
I'm wearing a flannel.
picture of a lemon.
That'd have been funny.
That would have been awesome.
That would have been great. That would have been full circle.
Full circle. I would have been. I'm done. I'm out.
I hate to tell you, but we're now ranked number 3 with the censors. I just looked it up.
We just went down in Chile because all their houses are on fire.
Wow.
Well, it's been a fun night. Thanks, guys.
Hour 2.
No, it's the beer.
I had to. I went like this. He had a flannel on for a second. I was like,
Okay, so let's what do we do? Let's do.
my gosh.
You're
This
flustered.
beer is. Should I get the other beer?
Yeah, we'll do
Yeah.
that real quick. Yeah.
Oh shit!
So we got another beer tonight. I don't know why. Grab some cups too, Eric. They're back there. They're on the bar now.
It's got alcohol in it. Oh, what the fuck? Dry January's over.
So
I got fucking wasted Saturday night. I had 4 drinks. It was awesome.
Everybody's getting testy with this NA beer, man.
You said testy.
There's more of it if you want more of this milkshake.
Timmy thinks he's taller than Ho-Ho now. He's had so many.
So I got some jokes for you guys.
Yeah, lemonade.
No, I went to the paint store to get thinner. It didn't work. Hold on, I got a couple more while Eric's getting the beer.
Oh.
To make a long story short, I became an editor.
Very good. Where's it? Boom.
Inspecting mirrors is a job I could really see myself doing.
Bored at work this week?
No, I had to say from a few weeks ago. I just never saw it. If you wear a sweater and sweat, are you the sweater?
Oh, good one.
Is it though?
I wanted to marry a carbon 14 expert, but all she wanted to do was date.
I saw that coming.
Awesome.
I have a biology degree. I see that one coming.
You guys are nerds.
Boarding. I went to boarding school. It taught me how to get on an airplane. Even though the computer.
See, sensors.
Yeah.
Yeah, no kidding. That's a sense.
I got booted from the coffee club because I wore a T-shirt.
Oh, I love tea. I did read some. I mean, you still got some more?
Is it over yet?
I got more, but I'll do this last one. I left Adderall inside my Ford Fiesta. Now I have a Ford Focus. I got more. I'll bring them back next week. Let's. What you got? You got?
No, I had a stat actually. I heard this while I was driving around the other day. There are 4 billion women now on the planet. Wow. Yeah, you think the place would be a lot cleaner.
Pass this to Scott.
Wow!
I like beer because it is good. I drink beer because I should. If there was a song to sing, I sing it and beer you bring. I drink beer when I am sad, because the beer, it makes me glad. Now there's nothing left to say, so let's go drink beer. Beer is good! Beer is good! Beer is good!
Beer is good, but I don't know. It's not January anymore. We're drinking non-alcoholic beer. This is our second one.
Yeah, because Willie picked up 30 fucking 4-packs of this fucking.
And I've never been more buzzed in my life. The 5 of us here are all athletes, so
former athletes,
way former. So we're drinking Athletic Brewing Company, which is an NA beer, and it's only 70 calories. This is their Free Wave Hazy IPA. So the last one we just had that Willie brought is called Surreal. And the reason it's surreal is because it really has alcohol in it, because we're all hammered and we've been giggling like schoolgirls. So let's see what this one does to us. So Athletic Brewing Company, dry February. It's a short month. Let's just do it.
That's pretty good.
Is it good? It's tasty.
Oh, sorry,
yeah.
It's strong, like a strong IPA.
So I have to apologize because usually the week of the Super Bowl, I always do the matchup of the beers, of the craft beers. I didn't do it, so I apologize. I'm telling you right now, San Francisco would win over Kansas City by far.
I don't know. The 3 Claw IPAs are pretty good.
There's a lot of good breweries in the San Francisco area, a lot of good craft beers, a lot of stouts and stuff like that. It's wine country, so there's a lot of sours that are aged in wine barrels and some good stuff.
A lot of them taste like shit.
But I'll tell you what, where would you guys do? So here's a quick little poll question: if the matchup was food, San Francisco,
Kansas City,
Kansas City without a question.
Now,
I never had San Fran, but the seafood I heard is
well,
outrageous.
so yeah, if you're at the wharf, you got the Fisherman's Wharf, you got fresh seafood, you got all that stuff, and then you got barbecue and stuff like that. So
Jack Stacks was ridiculous.
Just the mushrooms themselves.
And the carrot cake.
But you've never been to San Fran?
No.
You've been?
Yeah, I didn't really eat much there.
Did you go to the wharf, or did you eat some seafood?
Yeah, I did.
Yeah.
Yep. It
I
was
mean,
many years
Tim,
ago. Yeah.
San Fran, yeah.
I would still pick KC.
I think
because of
I'm a barbecue guy. Freaking, I
Carnivore.
love smoked meat.
And you're right, and you brought up steaks too. KC's
Yeah.
known for steaks.
Right.
Yeah.
So you get a good steak there too. Not that you can. Yeah, and I'm sure you get a good steak in San Fran too.
Right.
I'm not
Yeah.
gonna say no.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I mean, what food do you think of? Like, you go to New Orleans, it's a poor boy. Go to Chicago, it's a hot
Jambalaya.
dog. Yeah, jambalaya.
Etouffee.
Go to
Shrimp and grits.
Oh,
right,
yeah,
the
I
South.
love shrimp.
Right.
I had shrimp and grits in Kansas City. It was good.
Did you?
Right. Go to
Yep.
Atlanta, it's the strip club, chicken wings.
Lemon pepper.
Lemon
Lemon
peppers.
Pepper Lou's,
Yeah.
yeah. Magic City.
So San Francisco, what food do you think of?
What do you think of the wharf?
I think I like. Don't they have like lobster and stuff out there?
Well, if you go down to the wharf, that's all you got fresh seafood. It's coming right in. I
Yeah.
mean, so there's a lot of restaurants. There's a lot of
like shrimp and stuff.
over the counter food. But if you're not into that, I mean, I'm like you. If I'm in a coastal area, I just eat a lot of shrimp.
All I do in Florida is eat grouper when I'm there.
Grouper,
That's all I eat.
yeah,
Great.
yeah.
All
good
types.
fish,
Blackened, I eat it.
blackened
fried.
grouper, fish tacos.
Yes.
Yep.
Fricassee,
Yeah.
deep
I
fried.
eat grouper
Yeah.
the whole time there. As long as there's somewhere I can get it, I get it.
I went to an all-you-can-eat thing the other day, a seafood restaurant in Illinois, and first thing I said is, "Where's the grouper?"
Really?
She's like, "Let
In
me
Florida.
check. Let me check to see if
Yeah.
they didn't have any." I was like, "Damn it, that was."
It's
But
on the
don't-
plane.
You love it more
That's
when you're
Plains
right
River
there.
ran out of grouper.
When you know it's coming in fresh and you're right there, that's when I see a lot of seafood.
I like when I go a place like you said, like KC, got to get the barbecue.
Yeah.
Like if you're in, Chicago,
Right.
hot beef,
Oh,
pizza.
Minneapolis-
all day.
Chicago's got like a melting pot. There's many good foods in
Yeah.
Chicago.
Minneapolis
Juicy Lucy.
stuffed burgers.
Juicy
Yep.
Lucy, easily.
Stuffed
yeah.
burgers.
Yeah.
Yep.
Indiana.
Detroit.
You ever had the pork chop sandwich that they have in Indiana?
Yes.
Yeah.
And they also in Springfield is famous for the horseshoe, which is that plate of crap they put. It's just a bunch of crap on a big tin.
Gotcha.
What would you say Detroit's known for?
Pizza.
I mean, their
Detroit style
pizza's awesome.
Detroit style pizza's the best.
And they have coney
And,
dogs there too.
oh,
Coney
dogs,
dogs.
yeah,
That's
yeah.
what I was thinking.
with the real chili that's just ground beef that they boil
Right.
and throw spices in.
Skyline chili for Cincinnati.
And I think it's overrated.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
And if you go to Philadelphia, you're going to get obviously a
Cheesesteak.
I'd love
cheesesteak.
to get a cheesesteak in Philly.
Those cheesesteaks you
Fucking
sent over the other
great.
day looked awesome.
Yeah.
There was that meat. Oh no, you didn't do that one. The meat guy from Philadelphia. He goes to all the places.
Yes. Yeah.
Did the cheesesteaks,
Yes.
and none of them were like the popular ones you see. These were like off the beaten path. And dude, they look stupid
Right.
good.
Isn't Baltimore like known for crab cakes?
Crab
Yeah,
cakes.
crab
Yes,
cakes.
crab cakes. Yep.
Oh, I'd love to go
and
there.
soft shell crab.
So
Never
what?
had a sauce.
Been to
Good.
Baltimore, right?
Yep.
Baltimore.
And then
Baltimore.
Boston's lobster rolls.
Oh,
Yep.
oh, the lobster rolls are awesome.
Yeah, and they were good there.
Maine would be the same thing.
I had
Yeah.
a lobster roll somewhere recently. Oh, Key West had a lobster roll. Awesome.
Yeah.
Really?
So good.
Vegas, what do we
Oh, yeah.
have? Egg sluts, right?
Egg slut.
Yeah.
That's where one of my go-tos.
You know what Los
in
Angeles would be?
Vegas.
Hot dogs.
Donuts.
Yeah,
Really?
the donut places.
Huge on donuts there.
Really?
Pink
What-
tacos.
All
That's
those
interesting.
Randy's and all those places.
We went to
Stan Makitas.
we went to the famous hot dog place when we were there.
Yeah.
That was our last time.
In
All
LA?
Star, yeah, All Stars go to it. What the hell?
Pink something.
Pinks.
Yeah,
It's called
Pinks.
Pinks.
And down in Arizona, it's
Solid.
the
Snap. Good hot dogs.
breakfast
Yeah.
burrito thing. The
Breakfast burritos are huge. I didn't get
yeah.
one and we're going back again. So Tucson has great breakfast burrito places.
Yes.
Nico's was one that it was like the greasy spoon.
Don't let SWA hear that.
Oh,
I've been
sorry.
fighting words.
Oh yeah,
I've never had one, so
Where, Sunnyside?
yeah,
It's okay.
they're good.
yeah, never get that invite.
With the tots.
I haven't
There's
had
no
one.
invite.
I haven't
They're
had one
open.
all- I had one
Last
all
week,
year.
right?
I had one all year.
This next week's the last
Super
week
Bowl's last night.
for the season.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm.
You know what? Milwaukee doesn't have a signature.
Sure they
Food.
do.
Hot
German.
ham and rolls on Sunday.
German food.
What are they?
Hot ham and rolls.
I've
It's
never had
huge.
hot ham and rolls.
Hot ham on rolls. Yeah,
Yeah.
like a.
It's
Oh,
huge.
I
in
eat that every
Milwaukee.
day.
That one sandwich is big too. Somewhere. What's that? Beef on weck.
That's a Milwaukee thing.
No, it's a city though. It's
Oakland Euros is a big thing in Milwaukee.
but
Yeah.
it's a beef sandwich.
good.
It's a beef sandwich on a bun. It's
On
the
the
bun
weck.
is salt and it got carry seeds on top, and it's you look it up. It's a city's known for it. Beef on weck. It's
Wouldn't you say Milwaukee's
city?
just a big
I don't know.
sausage city?
Yeah, like
Milwaukee
Using
brats
brats and sausage.
I'd say brats. Yeah,
yeah, fish fry.
fish fries.
Fish
Yeah,
fry,
that's the whole state here.
Yeah, fish fry. I'd say.
Friday fish fry. Everybody goes out
Yeah.
for it all
I'd
the
say
time.
fish fry is more outside of Milwaukee than in Milwaukee.
Right.
You got better places.
I'd say you're right though. Probably brats.
yeah, brats and sausage.
sausage.
And if you talk about
Helmet
Wisconsin as a
nachos.
whole, you might have to put supper clubs in there.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Which is
Yeah, it's
within-
definitely a Wisconsin thing.
thing.
Milwaukee's got more of the Chicago with food. They have signature things, but there's so much you can get.
Oh,
Yeah.
Chicago
has way more.
It's the Midwest.
Chicago
The
has
Midwest,
everything.
everything filters into the Midwest. It's like a big melting pot.
And it seems like we get
Pizza.
like all the food trends like 2 years later.
Yeah.
You know,
We just got the McRib.
Oh, speaking of
Oh,
McRib,
Tom.
About time.
guess who had a Papa Burger yesterday?
You did?
I fucking hate you. I'm going to you fucker too. Going to Wells Brothers tomorrow for lunch.
That was him too. We went the same day, both of us.
Oh, you both went?
He-
oh, yeah.
he
What'd you
actually
guys think?
invited me.
Different times.
What'd you think?
Oh, I like it. Yeah,
Yeah, it's good
Yeah.
stuff.
Yep.
You been before? Or?
Yeah, I've only been.
I saw you. You
I
had
just
a
sent
you
the
have a
hams. I
Yeah.
just sent hams, and everybody knew where I was.
$1 hams.
I had a pepperoni sausage
Amber
and
go-
jalapeno pizza. It was yummy.
Okay.
Amber goes, "Why are you getting a ham?" She's like, ordered a drink. I can't remember what she ordered, but like a drink, and I was like, "I'll take a hams." She goes, "You're getting hams? Are you joking?"
It's
I'm like-
$1.
I'm like, $1 hams.
You know what I would have said to her? No, I can't say it on the air.
Same thing Timmy just said to me.
We had for the birthday party. We had Casa Capri pizza, which
Ooh, nice.
it's solid.
I love
It's not
Casa.
Wells.
Underrated.
It's not Wells though.
Underrated.
I love Casa.
The undercarriage is a little. It just seemed to like it was a little doughy or something, like a little too like.
Did you get
Wells,
sausage
it's
though?
the perfect. That undercarriage, that crust is just.
Did you get
perfect.
sausage there?
We had all we bought 5 pizzas,
Yeah.
pepperoni, sausage.
Did
The
you
just-
do-
sausage is
Did you do my
legit
tip?
there.
Did you get it not cut and cut it when you got it home?
no, that's your tip for Casa Capri.
Guy Golf League told us that you get when you order pizza out, don't cut it. Don't have them cut it at home because they cut it there. It starts like oozing into the
Yeah.
bottom.
Yeah,
You wait till it gets home and kind of settles and then cut
It's
it.
genius.
Yeah,
it was a
And
little oozy.
Yeah.
Well, that's why pizza always tastes best when you're there. Like
yeah,
Wells.
because it's
Yeah.
hot still, and
Like-
the ooziness is still
Well, and,
cool.
and for
or
me,
nice. It's-
you know, I've tried this a couple times. Like I was in Racine for work. I go to Wells, get the pizza, but then by the time I get it home, you know, I end up firing up the oven again and putting it back in, and now it's not the same. At
Well,
all.
after you get out of the emergency room after being shot twice. Yeah.
There's worse areas than that.
No, I mean it's not bad.
it used to be, but not anymore.
Yeah,
No,
it's
it's not
gentrified. It's cleaned up a little bit.
Yeah.
You know.
we got some fried pickles and green beans too. They were
Yeah.
good.
Okay.
The fried pickles are really good.
Everybody
There.
else got meal. Peter got this huge sandwich, my father-in-law, with beef, meatballs, and Italian sausage on it.
Holy
Okay.
shit.
And he barely could finish half.
Yeah.
My Jenny got tortellini.
Really.
Sienna
So you guys
got-
got a variety of things.
Yeah, Santa got noodles, masticholi. My mother-in-law got ravioli, and Sienna's friend came with us because they got done with basketball, and she got a pizza too, a little green pepper.
It's a good place. It's a good place.
10-inch.
Was it packed?
Just a smart girl.
Yeah, we met her. You can make a reservation. I didn't know
Yeah.
that. Jenny found out because the lady that cuts her hair told her she knows the family. Oh, you can make her. Oh, really? So went there at 6:30.
Was service slow?
No, it's good.
Because
good.
sometimes it is
We-
but
we-
sometimes it's fine
our
because you
table-
like being there.
Our
you
table
know?
would get right away. It was funny. Our table took probably we got there. No big deal to me. Like 15 minutes ago, we just stood by the bar or whatever. And the lady, I'm thinking she's owner or she runs.
Does she
it.
have spiky,
the
Very
short
hair.
hair,
black-
yeah.
yeah,
she
she-
comes over and goes.
I think she's the daughter
I'm
of.
so sorry about the wait.
She's
Your
super
table's
cool.
getting cleaned off, and then she goes, "You guys get your drinks already at the bar?" And Peter's like, "Oh, we paid for them at the bar." And she goes, "Well, I got your first one on the table because it took so long." And I'm like, "You don't have to do that." She goes, "Well, people are just sitting there talking. They can't see we've got people waiting." I'm like, "Yeah, that's kind of etiquette right there. You got to
Yeah.
read the room when
You
you're
got to have a feel for the room. Good call.
That's kind of busy. Let's get up and get out of here. You know,
Yeah.
if you're sitting there and it's late and nobody's around, you go, hey,
We've
you
had
mind if we
that
sit here and
happen.
have another drink? You want us to go? And they're not gonna ever say no. You can kind of get the feel.
Yeah.
These people want to go home. Let's get out of here.
That lady about 3 or 4 weeks ago, me, my brother, myself, and then his 2 boys went. We just started drinking hams there and got a couple pizzas. And they always have the TV on during the day. It's like the match game. It's always a Game Show Network or something.
Yeah.
And I said something, and she looks around. She goes, "These people are so fucking stupid." I'm like, this is a Wisconsin bar restaurant in the middle of the day on like a Wednesday. It's awesome.
You'll notice too, they have a lot of tenure there. Like you see a lot of the same employees. They like working there. I had a buddy from high school that bartended there forever, and he had a decent day job. He just wanted to be there. He just wanted to be there for a few hours every night and just bartend, and
it's great
just
atmosphere.
enjoyed it. Yeah.
Where at?
Wells Brothers. Yeah. So you're going for the first time?
No.
Oh, okay.
I don't think my dad's been there. Going with the golf group tomorrow. So there's 6 of us.
Okay.
What time are you getting there at?
Going at gonna be there at 1.
See you there.
What course you playing?
Probably pets afterwards.
Golden Tee. Little Golden Tee.
You could go to Muskego Lakes.
Are they open?
They're open anytime the weather permits.
We were in Chicago this week. Me and Jen went looking for bar stools, and there was a golf course. Guys were out there golfing. It was like that Saturday when it was like low 37. The wind was like a little bone chilling. I'm like, told Jenny, I could do 37 without that wind. And not because the wind would affect my game. It doesn't matter. It just could be cold.
Yeah, you the worst thing you want if you're golfing is your hands to be cold.
Oh,
yeah. Then you're just if your hands are cold, then forget it.
And you can't like have a cocktail and relax.
Yeah. Well, you know what you do. I got your cold weather cocktail. We were talking about that coffee drink,
Stanley Cup.
If you like tea, if you like a tea, you brew some tea, and you get your Yeti out, and you do like a couple 2 or 3 shots of bourbon probably. Shake some bitters in there, shake some bitters, and then put your tea in there, and a little bit of honey and a little bit of lemon.
Oh yeah,
and there it's like a hot toddy with some bitters, and
sounds good.
And you get your so you get your caffeine, and you gotta.
And bitters are medicinal.
They are medicinal.
You need a sponsor.
Yes, we do.
This one is sobering me up. This athletic one.
Yeah, this ain't as fun as Willie's.
The other one.
I think Willie's.
There's more of it.
I don't mean to like change subjects, but I've been watching this Nets Warriors game. I've never seen so many challenges for a game. There's been like 6 challenges this game.
Really?
I have a hard time.
Oh, that's a flagrant one. Easily.
I forgot we were actually having a podcast for about 5 minutes there. We were just chatting. This is what you love about this.
Looks
stuff.
like that Ram that got knocked the fuck out.
Woo!
So let's do our snake draft. Our snake draft this week is our top or our personal 4 best Super Bowl teams that we think. So let's start out with Willie. We'll go around this way. Willie, go ahead. You go first. Make your first pick. Top Super Bowl teams. It could be a loser too. Sometimes losers go, hey, you know what? That was a good game, good team. Pick a loser if you'd like. I wouldn't suggest it, but that's
so basically Willie's picking the Lions for all his 4 picks.
Yeah, you got it, buddy.
So go ahead and start up, Willie.
I gotta find him first. You know me and my notes.
Can I be the Baltimore Ravens and jump in front of the Minnesota Vikings for the draft?
I'm gonna go with the 1978 Pittsburgh Steelers.
Oh, good point.
78 Steelers. I like it.
Mine?
And why'd you pick them, Willie?
Well, they had a big playoff win against the Broncos. They beat them 33-10. And then they beat the crap out of the Houston Oilers 34-5.
Oh, okay.
Scoregasm.
That's scoregasm. Yeah, it's got to be.
All right.
Yep. Okay, Tim.
85 Bears.
You son of a bitch.
Wow.
Why would you do that?
Because they're the best team ever.
Best defense ever.
I'm shocked because I thought he was going to take mine, and he took yours. Mine is Super Bowl 31, the Green Bay Packers winning for the first time in 29 seasons.
So was that the 96?
Yeah, that crew. Brett Favre, Reggie White. Antonio Freeman.
I'm gonna pick it's the second Packers team, the ones against the Raiders.
2010?
No, the one with Max McGee and everything.
Super Bowl 2?
Yeah, the Super Bowl. Is that one?
Yeah, with the hangover.
I thought it was Super Bowl 2.
No, they played
no, Super Bowl.
Oakland and Super Bowl 2.
Super Bowl 2 when he was hungover and got the touchdowns because Boyd Dowler was out.
Yeah.
I mean, that was when I grew up. That was, my dad told, you wouldn't believe how drunk they were and this and that. Yeah, and they still won the Super Bowl. That's how good that team was, So
yeah, because Bart Starr was a 77th round pick too. 12th round pick.
So I get 2 here.
Yeah,
I'm going to take the Super Bowl 3 winning Jets. with the biggest upset in probably Super Bowl history, possibly.
Calling the shots.
And then I'm going to go with also, it's hard to not take the team. We hear about them all the time. You get sick of it. But the 72 Dolphins finishing off their undefeated season and going undefeated at 15-0. Big deal. 15 games.
Yeah. Again, not even a record.
That's not even through. The season's not even over in NFL now.
According to Beyonce, it's not a record. Or was it?
That's a record year, not album of the year.
Lemonade.
No, it was a Cheryl Swoops.
Yeah, Cheryl Swoops.
That's what it was.
Go ahead.
When life gives you lemons.
You know what, the team that I really remember starting to watch the Super Bowl was right around 83, 84. And I remember that 49ers team, that 15-1 team.
That was my next pick.
Is that the catch one?
Yeah.
84, I believe.
81 was.
No.
Yeah, the catch was their first Super Bowl ever. Again, when they beat the Bengals. Because they beat the Cowboys that year in the catch.
Yeah, the 84 team beat the Dolphins 38-16.
Yeah, 5 Hall of Famers.
But I mean, there was 81.
Yeah, 38-16. Okay.
Yeah, they beat the Giants and the Bears by a combined score of 44-10.
Yeah.
In the playoffs.
A Bears team that the next year was one of the best teams in football history. Yeah. Well, Timmy took them.
Yeah.
My pick also had a really cool catch in it, and that was what is the actual Super Bowl here? Super Bowl. The Giants beat the Patriots that year, 2007.
Which one?
The one, the
was two.
The almost perfect season for the Patriots.
Randy Moss's.
Yeah, and the incredible catch.
That was a 21-17 game at Indy, I believe.
Yeah.
It was 21-17, yeah, because they were 17-14.
17-14.
And then Plaxico Burress caught the touchdown to make it 21-7.
17-14 was the final score. That's what I have.
Oh, okay. It's a different one then. I'm looking at
Yep.
the wrong one. Okay. So you got that one. The Giants you took?
Yep.
Oh, that was in Phoenix. Yeah, you're right. That was Phoenix.
Yep.
Tim.
I'm taking the 89.
David Tyree was the guy. I was trying to think of his name.
Tyree.
Yeah.
I'm taking the 89 Niners. They were at 14-2, average victory margin just short of 14 points. And in the playoffs, they won their 3 games by a combined 126-26.
What the year they beat the Bengals?
Bengals, yep.
That was a great story when they were down 16-14 and Joe Montana, or 16-13 it must have been. With 2 minutes left, John Taylor catch was that game, correct?
Yep.
Yeah, wasn't that when was that the first Super Bowl when Joe Montana said,
Oh, look,
there's John Candy.
John Candy.
Yeah.
He's in the stands. Let's go, guys. Let's go win this game.
Yeah.
Yeah. It was pretty funny. That's one of the greatest stories ever.
Yeah.
Yep.
My turn?
Yep.
Yep.
You get 2.
I'm going to take the 91 Redskins.
Nice.
That's the year that they kicked the crap.
They were dominant. Might have been the best
some of the
Super Bowl
scores
team
here
ever.
during the regular season. They beat Detroit earlier in the year,
Oh,
45
if you beat Detroit,
nothing.
you're good.
And they beat
They actually beat Detroit in the
Arizona.
NFC Championship game.
Yep.
That year.
34-0. Philadelphia 23-0.
Wasn't that game close, the NFC Championship game?
41-10.
Oh,
That's pretty
not
close.
No.
So how many shutouts at it so far? It's 3 shutouts, right?
This is just like in the regular season. Yeah,
But
they had a bunch
three
of-
30-some point shutouts.
Yeah, 45-0, 34-0, 23-0. They beat the Falcons 56-17. They beat the Rams 27-6.
Mark Rippon. Is he the quarterback?
What year was that?
91.
91.
Was Theismann still there?
No.
It was either Rippon or Williams.
LT,
Oh, Doug Williams was David
LT
Giants.
broke
Okay.
Theismann's leg in 2 places, and that was like 1986.
Oh, okay. So it must have been Rippon.
Yeah. Yep.
Rippon was 91.
Okay.
Yeah.
Mark Rippon was the 3rd different quarterback to win a Super Bowl for Joe Gibbs in
Joe Gibbs
91.
only got to ever do that. You watch.
Yeah.
He won Super Bowls with 3 different quarterbacks.
Yeah.
Yep.
And Ernest Biner
crazy.
was the running back.
But that's when you could run the ball and fucking play defense.
Right.
So you can't do that anymore. It's too hard. The rules have changed. And it's not it's the rules have made it so much of you can't do that anymore. It's impossible.
I'm going to take Brady's first one, 2004.
Nice.
Patriots.
Nice. Taking the 94 Niners.
I'm going to take Super Bowl 34. Great game. Rams beat the Titans, so the greatest show on turf's only Super Bowl because they lost to the Patriots, like somebody just brought up. But that was the almost incredible play at the end by the Titans that just came up a yard short.
Was it Kevin Dyson?
Dyson, yep.
Yep.
Yeah, and then started a vacuum cleaner company
Yes.
right after.
Very
so,
pricey, too.
yeah, I know.
Pricey Dyson, they called him.
Pricey Dyson, yep. So, Edmund?
I'm going to take Brady's last one with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers.
I like that.
It was a good game and just fun to watch. It kind
that game.
of fun to root for them, you know.
That was the year Chiefs' offensive line was beat up too in that game.
Yeah.
They took advantage of it. That's what it's about. I get 2 here.
Yep.
I'll take probably the second best defense playing a Super Bowl ever, the Baltimore Ravens.
Yeah.
Of 2000 when they
Trent
beat the
Dilfer.
Giants. And I will take another defense that's very quietly doesn't get talked about ever, the Buccaneers of 2003 with Warren Sapp, John Lynch, Derek Brooks.
Yep.
And then it was against the Raiders, right? It was Gruden.
Gruden
left.
Simeon Rice was on that team. Yeah, Gruden
was the Raiders, and then was his first year with the Buccaneers.
Yeah.
Who coached that team? Was that Dungy?
No, Dungy left and went to the Colts.
No, it was Callahan.
Callahan was the coach of the Raiders.
Oh, it was Dungy.
Dungy had just left.
Right.
They fired him. Actually, they fired him.
Yep, and he went to the
They
Colts.
got Gruden, and Gruden won his first year.
They traded for him.
Yeah, whatever they did.
There it is.
So those are my 2 teams. Go ahead.
This is my last one.
Mm-hmm.
We didn't do the 99 Rams yet, did we?
Didn't I just do that?
Yeah.
Did you just that? Okay.
Against the Titans?
Yeah, with the vacuum
That was the
cleaner.
Titans one?
Yeah.
Oh, that was the greatest show on turf, right?
Yep.
Okay, that was another one I was going to do. I was actually just looked up that first Green Bay Packer. I happened to go past that one.
Mm-hmm.
10 Hall of Famers. They had 6 games where they gave up under 10 points during the year. But that's not the one I'm going to pick.
Dominant team.
Because I can't pick 2 teams in a row. I'm trying to think of ones I remember here. 86 Giants with Mark Bavaro. And they had that other guy, too.
Who was their D coordinator?
Bill Belichick?
Belichick. Did he ever win any Super Bowls after that one?
He can't get a job now.
Yeah.
Maybe he don't want a job.
Phil-
Talk about he didn't want one. Maybe he don't want one.
Yeah, I mean, maybe he's expressing that as he interviews. Really,
Look at their
this guy just doesn't want it.
I'm looking at the average score. They for the whole season, 14-2, 23-15. They average win.
Who was that?
The 86 Giants only winning
they
by
were good.
7 points. That's a lot of close games you're winning.
It's a running defense team.
Or you could just say they find a way to win.
Yeah, that Rams team I was reading up on, they were winning by like 35-13, or it was something stupid. They were just dominated.
Warner
the whole
was
year.
throwing 5 touchdowns a game,
Yeah.
and
That's a good 80s grinding it out win there.
I'll be the homer and take the other Super Bowl that I got to witness as a fan, and that's Super Bowl 45. The magic carpet ride year, unexpected wild card. Defense got hot, and it was a great, exciting playoffs and a great win.
Taking the 2013 Seahawks.
Ooh,
another
dominating. Dominating.
Yeah, underrated
Crushed
defense.
them.
Yeah.
That was unexpected. That was a beatdown.
They should have won back-to-backs, but they don't run the ball against the Patriots next year. They went to back-to-back Super Bowls. Nobody remembers the Seahawks went back-to-back because they just kind of go, oh, they lost it. Well, it's insane.
Butler, right? Butler was the one that intercepted.
Yeah. Malcolm Butler, and then they should have probably ran the ball, but
Maybe that was gonna be Willie's pick.
oh, sorry, Willie.
No, not at all. Am I up?
Yep.
Mine's 75 Steelers.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's a good one.
L.C. Greenwood, Joe Green, Ernie Holmes, Dwight White, Jack Ham, Jack Lambert, Mel Blount.
Couple Hall of Famers. there.
This guy never did shit.
Bradshaw Blyer,
Didn't they have
Ferris,
one?
Never heard of that.
Lynn Swan.
And didn't they grab a lot of those guys? There was 1 year in a draft that they just
Yeah, it was like 5 of them.
raked them in.
68, 69, and 70, those 3
Said
drafts.
69. Did you hear it?
That was a pretty good team.
Giggity.
Yeah.
Can
Can you imagine if they had a quarterback that wasn't a moron? Oh, God. Was that it then? Everybody went?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I'm looking at that 85 Bears. First in the league in defense. What do you think their scoring was?
I think they allowed like
No, like for offense. What was their offensive ranking? They were first in defense.
27th.
No, they put up points that year because they.
Yeah, fast Willie Galt.
Well, I know they had a couple. I would say they
They had a
averaged
decent running back.
23 points a game.
What's his name?
28.5. They were second in the NFL in
really?
scoring.
Yeah, they had.
That's a good team if you're the second best scorer
They
in
ran the ball. They actually had McMahon was good for that team, but they ran the ball really well. Obviously,
You used to see that a lot though, where a Super Bowl winner would have either the number 1 or the number 3, like offense and defense.
Well, so I'm looking
now
at
you don't.
The 84 Niners, first and second.
Because weren't the 96 Packers? They had at least the top 5 offense and defense, I believe, that year.
Hey, the 72 Dolphins, first and first.
Can't beat that.
Oh. Listen to this shit. Leading passer for that team, Bob Greasy, 1,360 yards passing.
I bet both running backs had more than that.
Wait, how many passes did Earl Morrah have?
Yeah, I don't know. That's just said.
Oh yeah, no, because Greasy missed a bunch of games that year, and then quarterback the Super Bowl. Yeah, he did. You're right.
They only won
Morrell
14-7.
Yeah, Morrell played like 6 games.
And remember,
down the
one of those
stretch.
touchdowns against the Redskins in that game was that botched. No, the Redskins scored that way on the botched field goal when the kicker tried throwing it, he dropped it, and they ran it back for a touchdown.
Yeah.
That's why it should have been 14-0 probably. Which,
yeah, who was that?
Gary Upremian, I think it was.
Yep. Yeah, and he's like,
he's like, when it thrown, it looked like he was throwing a shot put, like it was too heavy for his hand.
It just kind of falls off his hand, like, ugh.
And then you have the Ed Sable, and the kicker, the ball goes the other way. In an act of utter disappointment,
His parents were so disappointed in him.
he was raised by idiots.
If his mother ever has another kid like that, I'll disown her.
His mother was a mother.
So let's talk about the Super Bowl. This weekend, we have the 49ers and Chiefs matching up in Vegas for Super Bowl 58. We all decided it is?
I think it's 58.
58. LVII.
Yeah, because it's going to be on channel 58.
Ooh, yeah. LVII.
Did they get the colors? Did they get the colors right? No, colors aren't right.
Colors wrong.
It would have been the Ravens, right?
Yeah. So that conspiracy's over.
Yeah.
Had to be the Ravens and the Carolina Panthers.
There we go.
So let's start up. Who you think? Who you like? It's 1.5. I believe still. Let's pick 2.5 now. It is the Chiefs or the 49ers. 49ers. Ooh. So let's start with Willie. What you think? How it's going to go? What's going to happen? Oh, Willie.
I know the score is going to be
31-28.
31-28.
You picked this. What is it? Oh,
that's our. We have these numbers in a pool. 1 and 8
in the Starlight thing or whatever.
Yep.
What's our
final?
Was our one
that's
NFC?
awesome. That's
10
good.
grand winner. Oh, I probably should talk about it because it's 10. It's not. It's 10 grand of fun money.
10.
Yeah.
The 10 grand
Monopoly.
bar.
Yeah, 10
the
grand
chocolate
bar,
bar.
yeah.
Yeah. So
Wow.
So
So yeah, that's the only. That's all I got to say.
That's it.
So that's Niners at 31-28.
31-28.
Jeez.
Are you saying that so Kristen doesn't yell at you the whole game?
Yes.
Oh.
Yeah, absolutely. Wouldn't you?
Yeah. I don't think
If
she was,
I lived with her, I would go Niners.
Wow.
She likes her Niners.
She does like her Niners. I don't know. It wouldn't surprise me to see KC win, just for the fact that they've looked so good these playoffs, and every week we're like, they can't do it. They're on the road. They can't do it. But Andy Reid getting that team playing as well as they have. I don't think there was one of the prop bets I'd like to bet where it was like under 264 for yards for Mahomes, because I think he's averaging like 220. So I think they're gonna end up they might run the ball better than anyone else has with the angry little man. So I want it to be like 28-21 Chiefs.
That's great. Jeez, it's weird how those numbers keep matching up.
I know.
Well, I don't have a part of these numbers, but I obviously want to support you guys.
It's all a coincidence.
So I have to take the Niners because I've picked the Niners since day one. I had the Niners and the Bills or whatever, but I
took the Bills.
I think I had the Bills winning, but I just think the Niners have been close year after year after year, and there's some merit to that. I think they're going to want it. They're going to want it more. It's a hell of a matchup, really, with the Chiefs being as successful as they've been, and they are on a bit of a magic carpet ride. But I'm going to take the 49ers, and I think it's going to be a 10-point game. I think it's probably like a 34-24 kind of game. I think McCaffrey's incredible. Finds a way to get 2 touchdowns every week. I mean, so that's my take.
I think McCaffrey gets 3 touchdowns this week. The problem is
Hot
Mahomes and Auto. They get 4. 28-21 Chiefs. I'm open.
Wow. You're in this?
I don't know what you're talking about.
No. Where's my invite? Where's my invite on that?
We were there during.
You got to be there.
We were there during Christmas, and we.
Oh,
you never show up.
We met us. I texted on the group chat. You were probably working. We did it in a day. It was day drinking.
Oh, a day drink.
Yeah.
Yeah, I work.
This is all coincidence.
I work for a living.
So I will. I'm gonna go out on a limb. I just think right now I'm a huge fan of Shanahan. Obviously, I talk about him all the time. He's my man crush, and I just think that during the playoffs, both teams have a lot of their games could have gone either way. Besides maybe the Chiefs' first game, all the games could have gone either way. One play here, one play there could have changed the outcomes, but it didn't. I think it's just right. And with that situation said, you have the kid, which is a name for a baby goat. I found out.
Oh.
The kid. The kid is the quarterback of the Chiefs, and Andy Reid is right now the best coach in NFL football that's active. And I think their defense is, and this few weeks ago, they're number one in the league this year, and they're healthy. Well, they did lose a defensive end to an ACL, so hopefully they can get through that. And I just think they find a way, and they ran the ball really well, surprisingly, against both the Dolphins and the Ravens. So I just like the Chiefs. It's hard not to pick them now. I would have never picked them 2 weeks ago. Never in a million years. But like Tim said, they're just playing well. And both teams got there, and it's tough. You got a week off now. You get that break, get the rest. And I think McCaffrey's going to be the key for them for sure. He's going to have to make it easy on. It can't be all put on Purdy's shoulders. The difference is you can put all on Mahomes' shoulders. That's a difference in the game. Mahomes can carry you, and I think it's going to be a big house in the Taylor, the
Taylor
Kelsey
bump
house.
The bump,
yeah,
the Swifty bump.
The Kelsey Swift house will be happy because she had a nice night at the Grammys, and I think Kelsey has a big game on Sunday, and I think they win 38-21.
Do you think? Nice. 38-21. I like it.
I just want to say something different than 28-21. Oh, I'm sorry. I think they went 18-11.
Yeah. Well, didn't we have a Super Bowl like that not too long ago?
Yeah.
Am I the only one that's picking the 49ers?
Yeah.
Oh.
I think the 49ers are a calf away from losing.
Loser buys the other guy's lunch, which has been not a big deal, $3 a piece for us.
It depends what the score is. I'll buy lunch if the score comes up right. As a gentleman's wager.
So who do you think's MVP? If you're picking the Chiefs, who thinks MVP? Well, obvious. Let's do it this way. It's not. Let's pick someone other than McCaffrey.
Angry little elf.
Okay, you like Pacheco. You can't pick McCaffrey or Mahomes or Purdy.
Or Auto.
Gotta pick someone different. Who do you like? If they're gonna win, who do you like?
Well, now I got to think about it because it's the obviously one would be McCaffrey.
Well, you can pick McCaffrey because I got a little different with that. You just can't pick the quarterback, so no Purdy. You can pick McCaffrey. That's fine.
Oh, Grady Dick with the 3.
Because in most cases, unless there's a huge defensive play like a score, we've seen that before. But in most cases, it's going to be the top running back or the top quarterback that wins the MVP. I mean, it'd be hard for me to try to throw out Deebo Samuel or somebody like that. So, I mean, we'll say, I guess maybe on the defensive side, let's say the name escapes me.
Thank you. You're not going to say Armstead or Bosa.
No, who's the other guy?
Fred Warner.
Fred Warner.
Yeah.
That's the guy.
Yeah.
Chase Young.
So if I'm going to throw somebody out there, I'll throw him out there. I'll throw Warner.
How about MVP? If you picked the 49ers?
Yeah.
Oh, you did?
Oh, he did. Yeah.
I'm going to say Kelsey.
Kelsey. You can't pick Purdy. Who thinks MVP if it's not Purdy or McCaffrey?
Ayuk.
Oh, okay.
Oh, there we go.
That's a good. He can have a huge game.
If he gets a ladybug on his toe again.
So you said Kelsey. You said Pacheco. I'm gonna say MVS. No, I'm just kidding. How about I'll just go out.
Tony.
How about Rashee Rice?
Okay, that's a good one.
Yeah.
Having a quiet.
No one's picking out Taylor Swift MVP.
No, I should. No.
I picked her husband.
Nope. So Super Bowl, we got two Niners, 3 Chiefs. So Sunday the game is the big game, 5:30 on CBS. We get Romo and Nance to guide us through, And it should be fun. It's always is the commercial at best. I think we had a sneak preview Walken when I sent today. Did you guys see Christopher Walken when I sent? Did I send it to you guys?
I like that one.
Christopher Walken was
I
pretty
love Christopher
funny.
Walken.
It was I say it was good.
And now how about all the old Doritos ones? The best Dorito one was the first one they show was, oh, let's see if we're gonna get Doritos. Let's see what the Magic 8 Ball says.
He throws it through the window.
Oh, there's a chance.
Holy shit, Grady Dick with 22.
So yeah, Super Bowl this weekend. Check it out. And halftime is Usher. Yeah.
Usher's got some hooks, man.
See,
I like that.
I thought it would have been.
That's a hook.
Yeah, you know what I was doing. Rick and Kristen looked at me like I was doing. You know what song that is, right?
Yeah.
I know that song.
Yeah.
That's a hook.
Yeah.
That's it. He's got as many hooks
yeah.
as like Flo Rida. I mean, those guys got some hooks.
Hops with you, Timmy said Pacheco.
Yeah, I mean, Hop's a smart man.
I'd like to change my answer.
What were your numbers?
So let's talk about the Bucks for a minute. We talked about them too long. The Bucks have had a couple. They're 1-3 since Doc Rivers came to town. But they are
Adrian Griffin got out there at the right time.
And they are 2-4 since Griffin has left.
Yeah,
because Purdy went 1-1.
Well, they won the one.
Or they go 2-1. Purdy.
Oh, he did coach too. Prunty.
He won 1-1. He won 1-1.
Yep.
Okay, so they are 2-4 since he left. So I'm still not. People are like, oh, he wasn't. I think their defense has gotten better. I think right now, if you read into it, they're trying a lot of different lineups right now. I think Rivers is going through almost going through early season stuff that takes to take care of in the first 2 weeks.
Right. And he's got to do it during the games.
He played AJ Green a ton last night.
Right.
I think he kind of had to. Brooke Lopez is out. I get it. I think his wife is having a baby, I believe.
Who?
Brooke Lopez.
I
think something's going on. I don't think it's.
I shut down midweek last week, so I don't know if he's having a baby. I don't know.
But he's been trying different lineups, and he's got to do that. I get it.
Yeah,
he's been playing Lillard a lot.
Yeah, he's more of a veteran.
Yes, he's got Dusty Baker in, which I don't like. Yeah. I don't like the Dusty Baker. Dusty Baker used to do it all the time, overwork his veterans and then never trust young guys. But this team is it's not. It's pretty simple. It's a pretty veteran team, so it's not like you got to dig down.
And the young guys that are there, like the Beauchamp experiment is.
I like Jackson.
But I mean, you don't want
to. AJ Green last night had tough guarding, but he when he gets the ball, when he's open, he can shoot.
He's a great shooter. Yeah,
he needs to come off. He needs to get more playing time in offensive situations.
Him and Thanotis Sassa or whatever his name is. Yeah.
Green's a little streaky though. He's got to get his when he gets his rhythm.
He's obviously not. He's okay.
Yeah.
But I mean, trade Portis. I saw today. I sent out Grant Williams for Portis as rumored.
Where was that though? Where did you read that?
It was off it was like a sports website. It was like, but
like SI's reported it too. I don't know if it's a true story or AI, but
you have to take those conversations.
Well, I think I like Portis and that's the thing about people like be devastated. But if you really watch their team, he doesn't help their team. They have enough offense, and when he's off, he keeps shooting. He doesn't stop. It's like
shooters got to shoot.
Like
Scott
Lillard, if Lillard goes 0 for 5, 0 for 7, I'm fine with him. But Portis, and if he's missing, that's Rivers' job or the coach job to take him out then because he's not defensively going to help you. I mean,
he's supposed to be your little spark,
Yeah,
and if he's not enough of a spark, then get him back out and get a different.
I went
spark
to a game. I think I was at one. I don't know if we were at the one. I was with Jenny and I don't know, but he was terrible offensively, terrible, and he just kept doing it.
Well, that was the week that he had a really good week.
Yeah, and I went to the bag.
A really good week. Yeah,
and I get it. I like him. He has that. Gets the crowd going. He's but after the take away the first layer, he's not defensively sound at times.
And I know because of the games we've gone to too, the crowd is starting to turn a little bit on him too at the games.
Oh yeah,
yeah.
And I like him, but I think it's kind of war.
You can't get that close to a player that's just that.
No.
He's not Giannis. Like you can't get that emotionally attached to a player. And maybe maybe the general manager feels that. When he's having these trade talks, maybe he's like, God, I'm going to piss off a lot of. But we want to win championships, get the best fit. So, who was he rumored with?
And they're going to close their own window.
Williams, right?
Dallas, yeah.
With the
Grant Williams. Yeah.
That's a tough player right there too.
Grant Williams
he was on the Celtics forever.
Defensive player. He's not, but he's someone that can
hard nose.
He'll change what they do on his
role play. He knows his role.
Yeah.
Where maybe Bobby doesn't know his role right now.
Yeah, because they have enough guys going to score. Beasley's been shooting well from 3.
Yeah.
Obviously Giannis offensively.
Connaughton played well the last couple times.
They have Connaughton. If they don't deal him out, he can shoot. They have obviously Lillard. So and Lopez has actually been shooting really well the last couple weeks. He's been on fire.
Yeah.
So
they don't need off. It's offense isn't their problem. Although I just said their offense has been terrible the last 4 or 5 games. But
they're hoping that because the Grizzlies traded Steven Adams, that they're going to start clearing house. Marcus Smart to the Bucks is a rumor as well.
See, I heard that too. Marcus Smart.
There's our guy.
That would be a great.
I'd take him in a heartbeat.
That's your PJ Tucker. That's your kind of.
But
your dog.
he's got a little offense in him too.
Oh hell yeah! He's had huge
ready.
seasons. He was a 6th man of the year.
He could play both ends.
Yeah, I
plays
would
both
love.
ends too.
Yeah, I go
Marcus
both ways.
Smart.
I'd go both ways with Marcus Smart.
Hey, so overall, the NBA buzz right now. I mean,
Besides LeBron being a bitch.
Well, I mean, because the Warriors aren't that great. The Lakers aren't good. It's like a changing of the guard. You mean who's the first and second place team in the West right now?
Minnesota and Oklahoma City.
Denver's right there, though. They're right there.
Oklahoma City been going back and forth.
Yeah, they've been going back and forth. So doesn't it seem like it's a little bit of changing of the guard?
If they make a trade for somebody that like I know they're not going to do it, but if they could somehow get Curry to go to Oklahoma City, they'd have a chance to win the championship.
Jesus Christ!
In a second, they have a chance now, but with Alexander,
playoff
Think
experience.
about Alexander.
though.
We talk about the MVP candidates. He's won.
Oh yeah,
he's easily won. He won't win
right
it, but
there.
he might end up second in this voting. It's all said and done.
Yeah.
I mean, it's tough to.
But it's sad. Giannis
over
having,
who would you take over him right now?
Giannis having his best year he's had. Honestly, he has his best year he's ever had. And that's with Lillard on the court with him.
And
That's probably part of it.
Look at Jokic's year again, another huge year.
Oh, Jokic.
Well, that
Embiid
when you
was
say
actually-
Embiid's
Embiid
having a
was having a
monster.
better year, yeah.
Embiid would have had a chance to win it.
Right.
That's a sad thing with that guy. I was talking to somebody today about that.
How long is he out?
You know the 1 year he's played a full season, won MVP?
Yeah.
Every other season, he played one full season and won MVP.
Yeah, he's
right.
He's a
It's
top.
crazy.
He's a top 3 player, I would say. But your question though, it's
And Luka.
with the Nuggets are right there, you know.
Okay.
And so to me, I don't think the guard has changed because I still think the Nuggets are going to be there. Like that's going to be your dominant. Are you just saying the mix of playoff teams? Is that what you're saying? Because obviously it's obvious that
overall for the
OKC will
NBA.
be in the playoffs. There's no doubt that they'll be in the playoffs. The Timberwolves will be in the playoffs.
The West has mixed it up more than the East has.
That Clipper team. There's a lot of experience right there. That's
30-6 since that
that's
six-game
a
winning streak.
dangerous
Losing
team right
streak,
there.
And I don't think they have the star power, but the quiet team, I don't think you want to play in the playoffs if they get up there is the Jazz.
No, yeah.
The Jazz have been playing well the last
Yeah, they won like 9 in a row.
Yeah,
right.
they're quietly playing well. Everybody's healthy again for them.
Yeah.
And they're playing well again. So that's another team you don't want to mess
So
with.
maybe in the West, like you're saying with the playoff mix, but the East, we really have a lot of the same teams again. I mean, just some of those teams are getting better. Like the Pacers are better. New York is better. Boston's been good the last 5-6 years.
New York's underrated. Well, New York's not at full strength either.
Yeah.
And they still may make a trade as well because they were rumored for
LeBron.
Yeah.
Fucking send them. Tired of them.
And you know that the Heat will be there. They'll be there at the end.
Yeah, they're gonna.
I don't know. They might play with their food too long. Like I said, I mean,
Well, the Chiefs played with their food all year.
and play with it. They didn't knock anything off the plate. Where at this point they're knocking stuff off the plate and dogs start to eat it. That's the problem with the Heat.
Do
Lot
dogs
of
eat?
food
Do dogs eat onions?
Hate from you tonight.
Do dogs eat onions?
You'll die.
Okay, let's go back to football. A quick question I want to, because on Thursday night, NFL Honors is going to be on Thursday night, not Saturday night. So let's real quick go. Who you? Couple quick questions off the top of your head. Who will be an MVP and who you think should MVP? Well, let's start at the other way. Let's do this. Let's start with who will be defensive player here and who you think should be, and they could both be the same person. If you know, go ahead, say it. I don't want to put anybody on the spot, so you have to think about it. I should have brought this up before, but is there someone you can think of right now, defensive player of the year, and who it should be, and who right now they're saying it's going to be Watt again? That is, I'm just going to tell you that that's going to
be who?
It's TJ Watt once again.
He didn't win. Did he win it last year?
Yes.
No, he lost again, didn't he?
No, he won it.
He's won it a couple times already.
I thought he was Susan Lucci or
he's been defensive MVP. I'm almost positive.
He's won it twice.
Yeah,
I think.
Yeah. He's actually had. This will be a third straight year he's had more than 15 sacks, and no player's ever done in the history of the NFL. 3 straight 15 sack seasons.
Speaking of the Steelers, what the fuck are they thinking for their OC?
Other than that's a good OC. He's not a coach. I think it's a fine pick. The OC thing is it's kind of guys just can't do certain jobs.
Yeah.
Can't walk and chew gum kind of thing. He can just focus on his offense, not worry about it.
Yeah, we'll see.
Hopefully, he uses his backs better than he did in Atlanta.
Yeah.
So he one-time defensive player of the year 2021.
Okay. So
and I just quick note, it looks like he already won it.
Yeah.
He's already been voted to win it by the players.
Because I don't know if the awards don't come out till Thursday. They don't announce them till Thursday night.
Narrow.
Those other ones you guys see are other like sporting news and stuff aren't the one.
Okay.
Yeah, I can't.
Like the comeback player of the year that was
So
sent.
you're saying he's the only
two
one
is
who
not
wants-
comeback player of the year officially by the NFL. Yet.
Right.
That's
that was
I still think Baker
Sporting news.
Mayfield.
I agree.
These are the Pro Football Writers of America one. That's the one.
Yes, and that's I don't think they released
And his
him
brothers won it 3 times.
yet. Yeah, that's the one you're looking at, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. And
3 and 4 years.
Yeah, and I think that it's a good choice. I think T.J. Watt. I just think a guy like Myles Garrett is going to get over. Micah Parsons is getting
Micah
over.
Parsons, yeah, but he kind of disappeared the last few games of the season.
Myles Garrett won it last year.
Yeah, that's who won it last year. I don't know. So I mean, is everybody think that Watt's a good choice? It's kind of a weird. I mean,
what did you miss? The last
who?
You just missed a playoff game. That was it, right?
Was that?
Yeah, he got hurt in the last game of the season.
Yeah.
So yeah, he was played the whole year.
I have another thing too when we're done.
Okay, so let's go with offensive player of the year. Right now, it's McCaffrey because it's not so
Lamar.
So is everyone
Yeah.
McCaffrey's offensive player of the year?
Jordan
Should
Love.
be,
Yeah.
Yeah.
How about rookie of the year? Offensive rookie of the year. I mean,
CJ Stroud.
Stroud, and I think it's tough. It sucks for Puka Nacua. I really
Yeah, I was going to say Nakua.
Yeah.
He's had a kind of a record.
Yeah.
Not kind of a record-breaking
Yeah.
year. He had a record-breaking year.
To be honest, Stroud didn't get hurt. He might have had a record-breaking year as just a quarterback, not
'Cause he
just
missed
a rookie.
1-2
Missed
games.
two
Yeah.
games, right? And he still, So I agree. Stroud should get it, but I think Puka Nacua is.
And Nakua, they showed him after the Pro Bowl yesterday. He was out there for like a half hour, 45 minutes after the game, signing
Yeah, good for him.
autographs. He's a real good guy.
Exciting.
How about defensive rookie? I'm really not. Who's defensive rookie? Right now?
Who's the guy on the Texans?
Oh, and
Will Anderson.
Will Anderson.
Yeah. They say he'll probably win it. That's the thing. I'm trying to think. Who is the guy? Is it up there? Any choices? I know it's gonna be probably Anderson.
Mm-hmm. That's what I've been hearing for the last few weeks.
Yeah. I think.
And so that
No baby Rhino,
Who's that?
the Georgia defensive lineman. The race car driver.
Jalen Carter. They say might have a chance to win it too, though.
Jalen Carter.
Yeah.
Automobile.
I know I'm saying being home, but Tyreek Stevenson will get a couple votes. I think.
Yeah.
The Bears cornerback
Bears?
they drafted this year. He had a good year. But he won't win it. And how about MVP? Who do you think? Who do you think's going to win? Obviously, I think we're all in agreement. We think Lamar Jackson will win it because that's what we've been shoved down our throat for the last 6 weeks.
Which
But who do you
I
think?
hate.
And you could say Lamar Jackson. Who do you think should win?
Dak
the MVP?
Prescott. Even though as much as I don't like him as a player, he had a better season than Lamar did.
Yeah, they went on that 6-game streak at the end. They were putting on points left and right. I mean, it was like watching an NBA game.
CMC for me. It's that there's just no doubt he was incredible this year.
Good pick.
Yeah, I like
Yeah,
McCaffrey as well.
So the prediction for defensive player of the year here is Myles Garrett again.
I did see that when I was surfing.
Okay.
But I wouldn't be surprised if TJ won it.
No. Who do you like for MVP, Ed? Is it someone else? Or you like Lamar?
I mean, Lamar's going to win it. There's no question.
Yeah.
Those
Josh,
guys.
is there any question?
Dude, there would be. Who was the guy who was just up there? And what's her name's husband would be complaining at the next thing that Lamar
Jay-Z?
didn't get. Yeah, Jay-Z would be complaining.
What about Coach of the Year?
Oh, we haven't. We get offensive rookie.
So what do you think?
MVP, I mean, half put Tariq. I think Tariq went away. I think Puka Nacua ended up better. Puka Nacua had, I think, in big picture, although Tyreek was out for a game or two, so he did miss games. But if you watch Hard Knocks, for how much they try feeding the ball, he better have a good year. They just feed him the ball. That's all they do on that team.
He's the offense.
But I agree. He would he'll get some votes. He should.
Mm-hmm.
I kind of like. I mean, not to be funny, I think CJ Stroud should get some votes. I think Stroud had
missed a couple games.
Oh
though.
yeah. I mean, it's no joke. You could take with any team, take the quarterback away, but I mean that team had 3 wins the year before, 2 wins or three,
huge.
and they got him, and they ended up.
But they
rolling
never
along.
give the award according to the definition of it. It just doesn't seem that way. It's the best team or one of the top 4 or 5 teams. Quarterback. It's been a long time since it's been a running back.
To be honest, Jared Goff had a better year than Lamar Jackson.
Yeah.
Right.
There's 10 quarterbacks. Had a
Josh
better
Allen
year.
had Josh Allen had a better.
Allen's a
Josh
guy
Allen
that-
had a
I'm sorry,
monster year.
I'll take it all back. Josh Allen should MVP just because he had almost 50 touchdowns.
Yeah.
Right. So
Crazy. Yeah.
50 touchdowns.
Yeah.
50.
Right. Take him off that team.
Lamar Jackson had like 7.
Remember, Peyton Manning threw for 50 and Tom Brady threw for 50, and they both got MVP, no question asked.
Yeah.
Right.
So why isn't he getting because he's Josh Allen? That's the problem.
Right.
He comes with a stigma. Well, he turns the ball over once in a while. Okay, he's hit 50 touchdowns.
Yeah.
Right.
50.
That's almost 20. I think it's more than 20 more than
Yeah, and he takes a beating.
Lamar.
Right.
He takes a beating.
Not as much of a beating as Justin Fields, but he takes a beating.
But he runs the ball and stuff.
Right.
He's giving the ball.
Let's
That's
put
a
it
good
this way: they
choice.
always do this for MVP.
Yeah, I agree.
If Buffalo played without Allen, would they do better than what the Ravens did without
No.
Lamar? They played well without Lamar.
Yeah, they had a Pro Bowl backup.
Yeah. Well, yeah.
That's right.
But I mean,
although
Josh Allen carries that team.
That argument,
who's their backup?
Because when they lost
Josh
think about it,
Allen.
though, the last couple of years when they've lost Lamar,
Steve Allen.
they've missed the playoffs.
They have, but they played
So,
pretty decent.
Any quarterback loses their starting quarterback, it's going to be tough going.
except for San Francisco.
Packers did pretty well.
But
losing
that was their starting
quarterback.
quarterback, Brock Purdy.
No, but I mean, they lost Garoppolo last year,
Yeah, I mean, yeah.
and they just threw Trey Lance in there,
Yeah.
and then they lost him, and then they put him.
Well, Trey Lance was a starter.
That was 2 years
Yeah,
ago.
yeah. I know what you're saying. Yeah.
But okay, the
Spears, like I'm
the
just
site I'm looking at,
Yeah.
AP Comeback Player of the Year, they have DeMar Hamlin, no doubt, and then Joe Flacco. Well, we know 201 already, right?
No. That's
Nah.
Sporting. That was Sporting News.
That's sporting.
Oh, that is Sporting News. Okay,
Yeah.
I think Baker Mayfield for me.
I'll go with Tim because I don't. DeMar Hamlin is.
agree.
I get it,
Right.
but he didn't play any. He was
Right.
inactive like 12 games.
Right.
Right.
He got cut from 2 teams last year.
no, I mean, and that's like that guy from the Jets that was like paralyzed. Well, he showed up to the game. I mean, it's essentially DeMar didn't really play. He survived.
Right.
Right. You don't, like you just said, you just don't show up.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
Tua had a great year. Stafford had a great year. Baker
Tua- what
Mayfield
is-
had.
Well, I guess Tua was
it's
injured.
Baker.
But
For me, Baker had a great year.
Tua came back from probably more than what DeMar Hamlin did. I mean, DeMar Hamlin had his heart attack and everything. He wasn't already a good player.
He's a good player. You just got the shit kicked out of him. That's all.
Tua came back from. We see these pictures where he had
I know.
brain damage.
Right. It's all the judo, man.
And did any one of us think that Tua was? I mean, we said if he can stay healthy, that was the question the whole year.
Right.
Can Tua stay healthy? He did,
Right.
and he had a great year.
The Tua thing, yeah, it doesn't.
There's
matter,
a lot
but
of options
I
for
like.
this
I
award.
like.
Yeah, it's great.
I like
Joe
the-
Flacco was sitting on the couch watching.
I know. I like Flacco.
I like
Modern
the Mayfield
Family.
choice because Mayfield has. I mean, it's funny that he's just been like thrown aside all these years, and he has this really good, and he's always had decent years. He's never been a terrible quarterback.
And he's had a different offensive coordinator every year he's been in the NFL.
Yeah.
And he's a good story. He was
Only
great
quarterback-
this year, and he took it all in stride. He was a
number
freaking professional this year.
Only
He
quarterback
was just
to-
And he got kicked out of
character-wise
his
and everything.
house.
He led the. He led
He doesn't
the
even live in the stadium anymore.
He led the Browns to their one playoff win the last so
Yeah.
many years, and he also got Tampa Bay one. So he's won. He's won. What was the thing? Weird, like little stat they showed about him winning those 2 playoff games or something. It was weird. It was
Maybe
a
we
weird
should be
stat.
talking about a different award for Baker then.
Well,
Maybe
here's-
MVP.
Here's the reason
ahead,
why
Willie.
he should get it.
Yeah.
And one reason only is he won the MVP yesterday.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
in the Pro Bowl.
Baker. Did you see that picture? He was-
Offensive player of the
He
of
was
the
with
game.
one. He was with one of his linemen at the Pro Bowl. They took a picture together, and he was on his knee, and the player was standing next to him with his hand on his shoulder. He goes, "Oh look, it was Bring Your Kid to Work Day." And Baker Mayfield posted it like the joke. He posted like being funny because look, it was look, I got brought to work or whatever. It was pretty
It's
funny.
funny.
I liked it.
That's another thing. He's had a good season this year, and he's been a good guy.
He's almost too bad because he's almost like a poor man's Peyton Manning when the commercials come out because
Yeah.
this that Cleveland
got good
Brown thing.
character.
I wish they would did it back again and have him move into his new house at Tampa.
Yeah.
That would have been awesome. Those commercials are great.
Well, who sponsors that stadium though? The big sombrero.
It's Raymond James.
So Raymond James needs to do some.
But no, the
commercials.
commercials were for what? That Baker wasn't it? For,
Progressive, because it's Progressive
yeah.
Field.
Yeah. Oh,
So they were Progressive.
Yeah,
insurance.
Somebody else should just pick up on it and
Yeah,
do it.
Doritos or
Well,
something. Who
Raymond
cares?
James. What is Raymond James? Isn't that a financial firm?
Yeah, it is. Yeah.
He's in the locker room counting his money or counting other people's
He's
money.
going to be counting some serious money, I think, going into next year, right?
So yeah. Oh
Do
yeah.
do we do Coach of the Year?
Oh yeah, Coach of the Year. It's going to be. Oh well, this is a toss.
Texans.
You like Texans? Who do you like, Tim?
I like Texans, coach.
Who do you like?
What about the Browns?
Stefanski.
Yeah, 3 different quarterbacks.
I like Stefanski. Dan Campbell should be up there
Doesn't
too.
matter if you have one ass cheek and 3 toes.
That's
I
my
will beat
pick.
your ass.
I think he might get it, and it's because
He's Dan Campbell.
They won the division.
He had to pull Joe Flacco out of a strip club. Oh,
yeah. I like Dan Campbell, but all the other choices are very. I mean, there's a whole list of guys you can say. I mean,
Shanahan.
Yeah.
Harbaugh. I mean, those guys won.
Frenchie.
Yeah.
Frenchie. I
Well,
mean,
they all-
he's not even on the list, and he had a great year.
The list I saw he was on. He was like
Nobody
the fifth or
picked
sixth
the
pick.
Packers to be in the whatever they ended
Well,
up. I don't know.
Campbell should be given like a 2-year award. He changed the culture of an organization.
That's
and I
why
guess that's what's his name's doing. Why can't I think the coach's name at the Texans? DeMarco Ryan. He's doing this. He did the same thing quickly to
That's why
change the culture.
I think you should win it because it's
Helps when
almost
you have a
like
good
an award
quarterback.
for what you went from. You did what you're supposed to do.
Yeah.
You got there. You sucked
He said
for a
it,
year. You won
and he
7
did it.
games. You were 1 or 2 games away from making the playoffs the year before.
Yeah.
Right? And then you actually knocked the playoff team out of the playoffs then the season on the road to keep a team focused. Like that's hard to do.
Yeah.
Because I think the last game of the year the Bears were out of focus at times too, and they played hard the weeks before, but I think that was the game that showed out. Yeah, we're fucking done. Let's just fucking get ourselves hurt, which is fine. I mean, I agree with them. Why would you go get yourself hurt in a game that fucking don't matter to me? I wouldn't do it. It sounds stupid, but hey, I'm getting paid the same either way.
Right.
I'm not going to snap a knee here. And
Yeah,
not
but
be able-
most of these guys are professionals. So you're getting paid. You're going to be out there playing hard. You
Most.
should be.
You see guys go past tackles and stuff. You see that stuff. You notice it.
Yeah, you'd like to think.
But I mean, and then this year it culminated to this, and they probably were 1 or 2 plays or decisions away from being in the Super Bowl. And that obviously, that's why the award's great because it didn't see the playoffs. It doesn't see the playoffs.
Yeah, that's true.
So
Yeah, but
if it did see the playoffs, he actually might have won them.
Right.
He might have won it.
Yeah. Isn't the Coach of the Year award kind of a snake bite about the two, like a jinx? Because who's the last couple Coach of the Years that have gotten fired, right?
I don't know.
That's a good question.
Probably all of them at some point.
Right. Well, everyone's going to get fired at some point.
Yeah, even Bill Belichick.
Yeah.
He went in separate ways.
He was fired for incompetence. He hadn't won a Super Bowl in over 3 years.
I know. What's fucking crazy. I was thinking about the Packers 14 years and the Bears 17 years. Had been in a Super Bowl. The Packers won theirs. It's crazy.
Right.
It's nuts.
It's
And
not
they're
easy.
just going to wash coaches away because
And
he had one-
Belichick had how many in that same period? Like 6
or 7
at that
yeah.
same time.
6, 'cause-
Yeah, you can't tell me no franchise would take that 25-year run that the Patriots
and
would
then
have.
take your balls getting kicked in for 4 or 5, 6 years.
Right.
I take it.
Right.
Now, people are asking if you take one and get your balls kicked in for 10 years.
Right.
Okay, I'll do that.
Well,
I don't care.
I don't know if so. Last year's winner was Dobble.
Oh yeah, they struggled this year.
So Vrabel won 2 years ago.
Right.
But then it's Stefanski, Harbaugh, Nagy. Nagy won Coach of the Year.
Yeah, they were 12-4.
Oh, that's right. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
With Mitch, right?
McVay,
Yeah. Their defense is really
Jason
good.
Garrett in 2016, Ron Rivera in 2015, Bruce Arians, but he's retired, stepped down. Ron Rivera won it again with the Panthers in 13.
That dude does not have a 500 record.
Arians
Coach of the Year
again
twice.
and with the Colts.
Lenny Wilkins.
Arians, the guy that was in the building in Chicago. And
Yeah.
hired Mark Trestman.
So yeah, I mean, there's a
Yeah,
little.
but,
truth.
I mean,
I
he's
like
very-
very little
Think-
truth to what
Think
you're
about
saying.
that, though, compared to Arians, how charismatic Trestman is.
I think it's more for the NBA. I was
Hey,
thinking.
guys,
Right.
can I be in the back?
Right.
That's what he did. Too.
I got a
I know.
story when I was working in
It's
Canada.
horrible when you think about it.
They had this food called poutine.
Yeah, where can I have had some good poutine?
Can I
Right.
tell you a story
What do
about?
What do you mean? What do you mean? There's no Tim Hortons? What am I to get my what do they call the fucking donor holes at Tim Hortons?
Donut holes.
No, they call it something else.
Munchkins.
Hoser
No.
balls.
Hoser balls. I don't know.
I was like, well, that's right.
So what are the fucking Cleveland Browns thinking? They fired their offensive coordinator, Van
Agreed.
Pelt.
They don't need an offensive coordinator. It's Stefanski.
Yeah. So you know why they fired Van Pelt? Because they didn't like Watson's performance this year.
Well, maybe he's a quarterback
Maybe
coach.
that's all he was doing.
Van Pelt was
Yeah.
a quarterback coach. That was his thing in Green Bay, right?
Yeah,
Right.
Bo Van Pelt.
So maybe he was supposed to bring him along and work with him. And I'm just saying, that's your job.
Did we talk about the Packers coaching with their defensive coordinator?
I love it.
Signing his Joe Barry's replacement was just LaFleur's friend, Steve.
Yeah, did you see his resume though?
I know his resume actually.
Heather had to point out that he was a Buckeye coach.
Yeah.
Right. And it was
But only for
the
1
best
year.
ranking they've had in the last 15 years when he was defensive coordinator
Yeah,
there.
and he was head
Yeah.
coach of BC, right?
Right. And top 30 defense with 2-star
I guess
recruits.
he is highly respected.
I'll point
so
out college stats don't go to the pros because I've had quarterbacks that look good come to Chicago.
I know.
I'm
excited
and
about it.
from
Here's
Ohio
the
State
problem,
as
what I-
well.
the
But
Packers-
some pro coaches
but
have also gone and not
the
panned out as
Packers
well.
do it all the time with this, and that's fine. He could be great.
Right.
I don't care.
Right.
But if Mike Zimmer's sitting out there, you got to kick the tires on that fucking dude. I'm telling you
Yeah.
right now, he's a defense coordinator. He's a great defense coordinator.
Absolutely.
And I don't know if they did.
Right.
But you got to.
Nobody wants to be around his wife, though.
You need to get a veteran in there that's gonna. Matt Fleur goes. You know what? I don't need to be around you. You go coach your defense and don't bother me.
Yeah.
And this guy's. I mean, obviously Matt LaFleur will coach defense. We know that, but I mean, it's fine. I mean,
You don't
it's
know.
like-
He could be the next Sean McVay of defense.
Well,
We don't
He'll be
know.
the next Frenchie for defense.
Yeah, we don't know.
Right.
But we'll see.
Right.
It's a weird. To me, it's a weird pick.
I like it
It
because it's
is.
not a retread. So
retreads work in the NFL for D coordinators.
On coordinators.
Agreed. But there
D
wasn't
coordinators, especially
unless it was Belichick, there really wasn't anyone for me that, as a fan, that moved the needle.
like Mike Zimmer.
No.
There's
Wow.
bad
'Cause
blood.
He
There's
can
bad blood
concentrate
there.
on that. That
Hey,
only.
you forget that Bengal defense that he coached.
Wasn't
when
Nagy
he
out
was
there?
in Cincinnati? That
Yeah.
defense was legit.
Who's Getsy's out there still?
Getzy
No,
got hired.
Getz got
Did he get it?
He's a
Good for
Raider.
him.
Right.
Good for him. Yeah, he's a good coach.
Right.
He took
He's
the-
well
He
respected
took
too.
the cheaper contract that Clint Kingsbury wouldn't.
Right.
Well, good
Well,
for him though.
Kingsbury's going to get the Commanders a trade for what's his name. So you're going to end up. You're going to
It's
end up
gonna
with
be- it's
Harrison.
Caleb Williams.
They ain't
It's
traded
going to
him.
be a fun off season.
You can't tell me that they're not going to turn. They'll turn down Washington for the number 1 pick.
May.
They're taking him.
I would.
I think you like I said, you have to be. I guess you don't have to, but this isn't like the last 3 or 4 times this happened. This is a guy that 90% every team would take him.
I disagree.
Every team. I'm going to tell you right now.
Right.
If he takes them though, here's what I'm going to say. I guarantee he'll Ryan Poles is going to call Andy Reid and talk to him and ask him, what do you guys think about this guy? Because they have no skin in the game of this at all. He worked there. They're going to say, what do you see in this guy? Do you feel he's the same as Pat? They're
Right.
telling me this right now.
Right.
Do you think he's the same? And if they take him, that conversation happen. I'm telling you right now. And if they don't take him, they're Andy Reid. People go talk to Buddy. They ain't gonna call like Detroit and ask them because Detroit's like, oh, he's fucking terrible. Don't take him. You know. But Andy Reid has no. You're gonna ask someone as far away as possible, not even close to you. Go, hey, it's okay, and hopefully they do that.
Yeah.
They go ask somebody
Right.
else. Don't just go, we're smart. We know everything. You know. And I just think it's hard to pass up a guy that you hear, and all the bad stuff you hear about the guy is I was on that stuff too, and you read about it. It's not even you got guys making stuff about him now. He don't want to be there. He hates Chicago. Blah blah blah. And then
Right,
you find
'cause
out a day
it's
later.
that time
Because
of
we
year.
trust the media, right?
Yeah. Don't get me started again, Eric, with the media.
This is CNN.
February 5th, 2024,
Oh, great.
Scott's
Starting-
Rant Show.
Start another fucking war.
Right.
So I don't know.
Pew-pew.
Would I take Harrison? Yeah, but I mean, yeah. I don't know.
Well,
It's going to be a fun off season. We don't need to start talking about that yet.
It's gonna be tough. So
We're going to have a lot of shit
what's
with no
what's
days.
your second pick?
The 9th.
Ninth?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Harrison will be gone.
Well, they could take Caleb Williams. They're saying, and they could take the receiver from Washington probably.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
It's a deep
Yeah,
draft for
right,
receivers.
right,
I mean,
well,
really.
and that's the thing too. With they need linemen too, and it's a
Right.
deep draft for offensive tackles.
Alt might still be there at
Right.
9.
Yeah, it's a deep. I like Bowers a lot, but I don't want him to be a hybrid guy. I want him to be a tight end, and they're saying he might be a hybrid, which I don't
Which
want.
you're not gonna. That's not gonna work in
you, have,
Chicago.
you already
Well,
have 2 good tight ends.
Next
Yeah.
year, he hopes to be wide
But I do
receiver.
solid, and someone that knows how to use him better.
Gosky.
But we'll see.
Tight
So
end.
let's do birthdays real quick here. Let's get birthdays real quick for
Right.
Today
What?
is your birthday.
Oh, I'm sorry, I
Today
forgot.
is your birthday. Oh, I was just going to sing it.
Today is your birthday. Today is your birthday. Today is your birthday. Today is the day. Today is your birthday. Today is your birthday. Today is your birthday, dear someone today.
All right. Who's ready for some birthdays?
I am.
Eric
All right.
is.
Me.
Who wants to have some fun?
That's the magic word of the day. I thought.
Okay.
All right. Where are we starting today? Who's
Eric.
starting where?
I started
Eric?
last week.
So,
Jeez.
I did.
It's a bit snooty.
So then I guess it's
Scott's
we're working
turn.
our way. It's
Yeah.
Yeah,
Scott's
give
turn.
Scott.
That's fine.
Okay.
It's his table. Well, his parents, but yeah.
Yeah, that's true. All right.
Armando always liked him better.
Alice Cooper.
Ooh.
Oh, that's a good start.
74.
Na-da-da-da-da. Ooh. I don't know what he's doing over there.
I don't know either.
What a dick. 77.
School's out for 79.
Oh, I already did. Da-da-da-da-da. 72.
76.
When I got off the plane in Phoenix, there was a huge cardboard cutout of him and somebody else said, "Welcome to Phoenix." And they're like, got their golf bags. It was Alice Cooper and I think it might have been like Randy Johnson.
Oh.
That was a cutout. It's like,
Those two
Okay.
could, they
welcome
could be
to
twins.
Phoenix.
Welcome to Phoenix.
Yeah.
Eyeliner.
Detroit guy.
Timmy. Jennifer Jason Lee.
Oh.
Is she the
She was
Single white female, right?
Single white female.
Fast Times at Ridgemont
I was going to say
High.
Fast Times.
She
That's
had-
where I was going.
She had sex in the dugout, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Her nappy.
With what was that guy's
her
name?
Ron.
nappy dugout.
Well,
Ron, I think.
It was
60.
The Italian guy. No, she
She had sex in the little pool changing thing.
She was in
that
Fast
was the
Times.
pool changing thing.
Yeah,
That's
with,
what
what's his name?
She was in
They wrote prick on his car.
Tarantino movie too. She was in her and Kurt Russell.
The Love Muscle?
No,
I don't know.
The computer that wore tennis shoes?
Who was that?
She was in a Tarantino movie too, I think.
With Kurt Russell?
yeah, what's that? It's a newer one.
It's a Western.
Yep.
In the snow.
Not the
Django Unchained?
Nasty Six or
No, it's the one before that.
Oh.
What the hell is it?
Django Chained?
Chained. That one's not as happy a movie.
All right.
That's the
So what did you guess? 60?
I already said, yeah.
61.
Jennifer Jason Leigh. I'll say 57. He turned away from me, so
I'm gonna say she
Really
that
with the
old?
body
Well, she
language.
was in what? What was the first movie? Fast Time? No,
Fast Times.
She's in Fast Times, huh?
So that was probably what 70.
I don't know what everybody said, so I'm just gonna say 65.
62.
Ooh.
Yeah, when I said 50, and he just looked away. I was like, oh, they ain't in the 50s.
I was listening.
I can do a lot of different
I was
things.
busy making jokes.
Yeah,
Well,
I know.
Django Chained.
Bobby Brown.
Downtown
Bobby Brown, as in
Every little step you take.
Whitney Houston's Bobby Brown.
Not Bobby Millie
Yes.
Brown.
64.
61.
Ronnie, Bobby, Ricky, and Mike. I don't think he's. I could be. I don't know, man. That's-
Remember that show they did together?
I'm gonna
There was
say
a
he's
reality show.
58.
I'm gonna say 57.
55.
Yeah, I didn't think he was that old. Yeah.
Double nickel.
You guys threw me off with your 60s.
I don't know who the guy is.
Hey, you do, Bobby Brown. You don't know.
I don't know any songs. except-
Every little step I take.
Poison.
Poison, I know that one.
Poison.
That's Bill Defoe.
Oh,
he wasn't.
I
in
saw
it.
them at the
Candy
Bradley
Girl?
Center once.
Yeah, he was in that one though. He
Like
was in that
halftime of a
band.
Bucks
What was that
game.
band's name?
What?
New Edition.
Candy Girl?
New Edition.
Yeah.
Randy or Ronnie?
Oh, he's one of the
Bobby? Ricky and
Philadelphia
Mike?
guys?
He was a New Edition.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, okay.
And they discovered Bell Biv DeVoe. No, they were Bell with three of them, but then they discovered the Boys Men.
Boys and Men, yep.
Okay,
How
because
do I...
yeah, I still don't know any of those songs.
Ed, you ready?
You don't know that song? Say goodbye. To you. It's so hard to say goodbye. You know that song.
I have no idea what you're
And that's
singing.
when they
even.
pour out the 40s.
It's so hard.
'Cause
The only
somebody
reason I even know the other one is because
goodbye.
Always Sunny in Philadelphia is, and they always do the Bell Biv DeVoe and stuff and the New Edition stuff.
Right.
Okay,
Philly.
go.
Tom Brokaw.
Wow.
81.
84.
Yeah, he's up there.
Yeah.
Got one.
Nice.
George Kill is awesome.
James Spader.
Oh, great
Pretty in
actor.
Pink. Blacklist.
63.
It's got to be older than that.
He was in with Kurt Russell in Stargate.
66.
Let's say 68. Tempting.
Say it. Say it.
I don't think
Do
he's
it.
60. He's 69. He's not.
Nope, 64.
Yeah, I was going to go younger.
What did I start with?
Do it.
65, did I say?
Yeah. Damn. Look at you.
I didn't think he was that old either. You guys talked me into it, though.
Chris Rock.
And there's
I was
sex.
down by the
There's no sex in the champagne room. Or
How
no, there's champagne.
champagne.
How much for
one
one rib?
Can I get just one rib?
All I got is 100.
Can you break 100?
I take
Whose
care of
turn
my
is it?
kids.
Jim
You're
Brown.
supposed to, you stupid motherfucker.
Whose turn is it?
Who's up anyway?
Timmy.
I went first last time?
Yeah.
Yeah, you
James
said
Spader, yeah.
65.
Yeah. Thanks for the reminder, Eric.
You're welcome.
He's 61.
58.
Who are we talking about? I forgot.
Chris Rock.
Motherfucker.
Oh, he's younger than that.
Wow.
He's like
That's aggressive.
he's like 55.
I'm gonna say I think he's 60.
59.
All right,
Man, you're
there.
way
We're
off.
all over it.
Son of a gun.
We're firing at the pin.
Ashton Kutcher.
Cooch.
The
Is
cooch.
that-
He's got the cooch.
Is it me?
Yeah.
Who is that?
Are you serious, Clark?
He's from
That 70s show?
Kelso from 70s
Kelso's?
show.
Oh.
Married to Mila Kunis.
Oh,
Dude, where's my
Punked.
car?
Punked?
I'm going to say he's... God, is he older than us? No.
3.5
Well, he was a
men.
teenager in the 70s, so
3.5 men.
Then he was a cop in 79, I remember on that show. Then the butterfly effect came along.
they drove to Kenosha that weekend.
I'm going to say he's 54. I don't know how... I can't... You're saying he's much younger.
I think.
I'm gonna say 43.
I'm gonna say like 39.
47.
46.
It wasn't too far off.
I can't. I didn't mean to laugh
Closer
out
than
loud.
39.
He's young. He's young looking.
Yeah, it is.
He's not too hard in the eyes either.
Mila
No,
Kunis
he's easy.
Neither of his wife.
Oh,
Yeah,
I would
Mila
sleep with
Kunis.
him to get to her for sure.
And I was just showing off. I didn't
take
watch that
pictures.
show.
She's Russian,
70s
isn't she?
shows.
Yeah,
Yeah.
she's Russian.
So if he's 46,
She does
you
those
said,
Jim Beam commercials.
she's only like 42 or something.
Right. I think she's 69.
Wow. She would be.
Oh my God, you're disgusting, Ed.
No, I'd let her try.
I guess am I.
What do you got, pink eye? He says 69, his eye starts getting itchy.
That's how you get pink eye.
Are you serious, Clark?
Where the hell are we at?
That's great.
Bob Petter wrote Magnificent Seven.
Is that
a movie?
Yes.
Oh, that was
Thanks.
the Jason Lee movie.
Lemonade?
Magnificent Seven.
No. That's not it.
Okay, next one.
All right.
Magnificent Seven's the old one, right?
Is it Ed?
Yeah, me.
Yeah.
John Grisham, the author.
The author.
Yeah.
And I have no 70. I don't know.
69.
I know.
Thanks.
Yeah.
I was gonna guess like 65
Put
too.
it on
Like,
T form, didn't you?
I got 1 point, so I got one to spare.
I'm like in the negatives right now. Listen to Bob over here.
The Hateful Eight.
That's see, I was close. What I say? The something 6? He
Joe
said the
Pesci.
Magnificent Seven.
Ah, Joe Pesci. I'm watching. Oh, he's not Soprano.
The Slutty 17.
I'm gonna say Joe Pesci is 82.
He's a Ute.
83.
84.
Do it.
Joe Pesci's the. What the fuck was that? It kills me every time I see it.
Funny like how? Funny like a clown?
I amuse you.
I forget what number
here
you
to
said.
amuse
Now I
you.
forgot what number you said. I'll say 80.
Fuck is so funny about me.
He is 81.
Wow.
You had 85 or 81. You could have said.
Really?
I said 82. He said 83. 84.
I wasn't sure if you said.
Yeah. I thought you said 85. Just be fun.
Yeah.
81.
Robert Wagner.
Oh,
Wow. Killer.
the murderer with the
Get
guy
off my boat.
with the guy from the Dorito or the commercial.
Yeah.
Get
off my boat. Who was that? Natalie Wood?
Natalie Wood, yeah.
She couldn't swim.
From Heart, the only wood that doesn't float.
Oh my God, you guys are going to hell.
Wow.
So Robert Wagner, I'm gonna say he's 82.
83.
84.
You guys are way off. 87.
94.
Damn.
Yeah.
Wow.
We were way off. Good
I know,
call.
I
You were
thought it was-
closer.
He's going to be confessing pretty soon, probably.
We start doing this
He
like
was heart to heart.
we start doing this
Yeah, I
like
remember
Price
Heart
is
to Heart.
Right, and then you can say like 1, and you win
To
if you're
Catch a
close
Thief?
or go
The
higher.
price is
Alexander
all wrong,
Monday?
bitch.
So I'm watching The
Price
Price
is
is Right,
Wrong,
one of the
Bob.
classic
I bet
ones on the Game Show Network, and it's like $3.50, $4.50, $5.50, and the last day he's like $7.50. He's like $200. It's like, what were you doing?
I was watching Old Price is Right come up the other day, and it was Lady in a Wheelchair got on stage.
Oh,
and the prize that she could win was a
Running-
treadmill.
Yeah.
Come on.
Yeah, they're just.
That
Hey,
shit would not
You
fly.
think it back, they'd be like, "Oh my God, switch that thing out! Hurry up,
No.
Drew! Stall!
No.
Oh, we got to go commercial."
Open it up. It's a new There's a box. What's in the box?
Who was
For her
worse back in the
guests.
day, Bob Barker or who's the Richard Dawson?
Richard Dawson, hands down.
Oh yeah.
He's like a security guard at a school.
Jesus.
What happened?
We're having a tough week.
Where am I?
We're having a tough week in
Where am
Kenosha
I?
for a
Did I black out?
The flannel. I'm seeing double.
Who's up?
I think you.
Who knows?
I did Robert
You were
Wagner.
Wagner first.
Yeah.
Me.
Don Cherry.
Oh my God.
He's a hockey dude, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say he's 83.
I think he's 91.
Yeah, he's old. too.
89.
88.
90.
You said 91, Tim?
Yeah.
Son of a bitch.
Becomes a guessing game.
Staubach.
Ooh.
Roger Staubach.
Oh, Roger?
Who is it?
Dodger, you.
82.
God, we've been hovering around that. Yeah, there we go.
Nice.
A lot of young 80s, like early 80s tonight.
Willie's old classmates.
Yeah.
Cristiano Ronaldo.
Who
is that?
It's 81, I think.
Soccer.
Oh,
Pretty
You
boy.
know who he is.
Well, he still kind of plays.
Makes a lot of money in there in Qatar.
oh, he's slaying it.
God, I would say
Who plays for Inter Miami? Who's the guy that just signed?
Messi.
Messi. Did you hear about him in Taiwan?
Hmm.
Go ahead. I'll tell it afterwards.
I think he's 40.
36.
38.
35.
39.
Right there.
Damn. You just said 38. I was at 39. I split the difference between you two.
Lawrence Taylor.
LT.
Koki.
Who's up?
You. I think Tim went first with Chris.
No,
I
you-
went. I
How
did.
about-
Oh,
no,
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 he's
yeah,
one.
it's
It's
Ed,
Ed.
yeah.
It's Ed.
LT. Let's see. He's probably
LT.
66.
Oh, excuse me. Oh, the 80s, huh? It's 40 ago. I'm going to say he's 62.
65.
Tim's
in fuego.
Besides that, he's hot.
I'm a little warm.
Steve Nash.
Ooh.
Oh, former coach.
Former underrated coach.
52.
Fucked. 50.
Wow.
Did we play against him in high school or something? You knew that one.
Just remember him. He was at Santa Clara and he'd go through the campus like bouncing a tennis ball as a basketball. I read a story about
And then
him.
kicking one, too.
Yeah, he was a good
He was a
soccer
good
player.
soccer
player,
good
yeah.
and he's a good tennis player too, I hear.
Plus, he had a great haircut.
Yeah. Couldn't really see too well.
Is it you?
Ooh, who's up?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Matt Stafford.
Matthew Stafford.
37.
36.
Damn it.
You guys are on fire.
That's my first one, right?
Yeah. Clay Thompson.
Damn, all these.
That's me, right?
That's a tough one. Not tough, but it's all these ones that are going to be close.
I've got Clay in fantasy.
It is me.
Don't I? Yeah.
Claymation.
35.
33.
Is he? I don't think he's older than Curry. Is he? I'll just say 34. It was in the middle there.
Wow.
I don't think he's as old as Curry.
32.
Is he 30 or 31?
36.
36, right?
34.
I said 34.
Who said 34?
I did.
Yeah.
I thought I
Yeah,
did.
you did.
You did.
Yeah, I said 34.
I
Because
thought
Give him 2
no,
points.
because I said, I said
Yeah,
34. Yeah.
Yeah, because I said 33,
36.
35, 33.
Well, I
Yeah.
say 35.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
He wasn't he? So Curry is how old? Or it's not Curry.
Curry,
34. 34.
I think that it must be the same age
Clay.
then.
Yeah.
But they were one draft.
I just said 34 because I
They
went.
won one year apart drafted.
Yeah, so
I remember that.
but Curry must have came out.
I don't
Okay.
know.
Curry was
And Draymond was drafted. It was like 3 years in a row, right?
the California Penal League.
Yeah.
Should go back there.
I said penal.
Throw the heat.
How the hell did you get in there?
What do we got,
Stole a
Willie? We
car.
got a couple left?
Yeah, we got 3 left.
Stole a car.
3 left.
Vlad Guerrero,
Oh, Vlad.
The kid or the dad?
the dad.
Senior.
And who's up? Him.
It must be you because
Yeah.
because Tim,
Yeah.
Tim was going to be after me. Yeah,
Yep,
it's you.
yep,
It's you. Because you went first, second, I went third. Yeah.
God, Vlad Guerrero.
Big bad Vlad.
Not that old.
Well, it depends. He is Dominican.
Yeah. How are we gonna verify this? 58.
That's good. Yeah.
I'm gonna say 57.
I'm gonna say 54.
I want to say double nickel, 55.
48.
Whoa.
Wow.
But he's
Okay.
probably 54, 55.
Yeah, because
56.
how can his kid be like 30?
Yeah,
His
isn't
kid's
he in
not
his
30. His kid's like
20s?
25.
So that probably does make sense.
Right.
Yeah, that's a
Oh, those Dominican. You know what's funny is
well, they're having sex at 12. So I mean,
yeah. I looked
Aren't
up.
we all?
I looked up Mahomes' dad and like some of the players that he played with, and I was looking because one of my buddies down in Florida.
Right.
They played in like spring ball and stuff together, but they never played on the same team. And there was a guy on there, Edgar Nevada, and I'm like, Edgar Nevada had like 3 kids, and he was like 18. I remember this. It was like those guys were so full of shit. He was an old man when he was here. And he was like 18.
He's like 36.
Yep, he was probably 27.
Speaking of old man, Mark Spitz.
Ooh, Mark Spitz, the gold medal winner in
with or without the mustache.
He won 9 or 6.
76.
72 or 76?
72 in Munich.
76 was Montreal.
Montreal, yeah.
80 was supposed to be Moscow.
Yep.
84 was LA. 88 was Seoul.
He won them in the 70s.
So
92 was Atlanta.
Yeah. So 72
no, 96 was Atlanta.
72 is when he
Is it
won
my
the medals.
pick?
Yeah.
72 is his first Olympics, right?
I believe so.
69.
Oh, that's what I would have said too. I'm glad you said it first because I was going to say it.
That's
I'm
right
gonna
there.
Say 70.
Well, he ain't gonna
68.
71.
74.
Damn.
Oh, he was older.
So was the second Olympics was in 72 then. He probably
Right.
was 68. He probably
68 was Tokyo.
Mexico.
Mexico.
Yep.
Close.
64 was Tokyo.
And 72 was
you're pretty- your Olympics.
assassination.
Yeah, I don't know why.
Assassination in Munich.
It used to be cool, wasn't it?
No, yeah.
The Olympics.
Till yeah.
I still like watching track and field.
I do too.
Yeah.
And figure skating.
Do we have an Olympics
The
this
last
year?
one.
Yeah. Yep.
France.
Last one.
French
right here.
fries. French.
You sound like you're from Paris.
Mon Dieu.
Greg Norman.
Oh, the shark.
Ooh.
Controversial.
The
Live.
cicada. I'm
I'm
gonna say he's 76. That's old. That's too much.
72.
I went way too high.
You said 72. I'm going to say he's like 66.
68. 68.
I need this because I'm like getting killed here.
You sound like you're from Australia.
67.
69.
I said
I can tell you. I get that smirk on your face. You're gonna go.
pussy.
I was gonna.
So
do
was that
it.
the last one?
That was the last one.
That would have been a 12
Oh,
pointer.
I know it was a 6-pointer. I didn't know. I would have worked harder. I would have.
I think my first victory.
I would have just said 69.
You had -1.
What do you mean I had -1?
So who
You
won?
said 69.
I did not say 69.
Yeah, you did.
I said it twice.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Tim won.
Yeah, Tim won.
Show him what he's won.
Last show.
I'm out. Retired a
Fuck this
champion.
shit.
That's all he wanted.
So closing thoughts. Ed.
No bench warmer of the week?
Oh yeah, bench warmer week.
Oh, I didn't even think
That'll be our
about
closing thought tonight.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, let's do that.
Oh, I don't even have a good bench warmer of the week.
Yeah, I forgot about it too.
Go ahead, Tim. Start us off.
All right, my bench warmers of the week are the Lakers B team when AD and LeBitch decided not to play last Thursday in Boston. The B team stepped it up and throttled the Celtics.
And they're on a tear now, aren't they?
Yeah.
They won a few in a row.
Yeah. So, yeah, I like the B team.
Okay. Eric,
Go that. Do you know what you want? Because I'm still thinking.
I got one.
go ahead.
Jay-Z.
Ryan Blaney,
Nice.
NASCAR champ
Nice.
at the Knicks game. Did you see it the other day? Sit next to Bubba Wallace. They're like, scooch in. Hey, champ, scooch in next to Bubba Wallace. And then they just take a picture of Bubba Wallace at the game. And Bubba Wallace a fucking piece of shit nobody. And Ryan Blaney's the champ. It's great. And they're friends. They made jokes about it, but hey, scooch in nice and close so we can cut you out of the picture to show some guy that nobody knows who they wouldn't know other and then he's a racist. But
Yeah, shout out to Denny Hamlin for winning the exhibition in LA Coliseum this past weekend.
Yep. started the day before, right?
Yeah.
I guess the rumor of that they did it the day before because the rain, the bad rain out there, and it was free admission to the race because they did it so quick. They didn't come see
They
it
couldn't
if you
do
wanted.
anything, right?
So free admission. That was kind of neat if you got a chance to go see it.
Yeah.
Cool.
And you know they ran a NASCAR of Mexico race the day before. It's the first time that the Mexican series has been on U.S. soil since like 2007. There's
Really?
like a NASCAR Mexican series.
Well, yeah, it was all Impalas and they were all lowriders.
God, why do you ruin my joke?
Was it really? Shit, sorry.
He did that last week with Scott, right?
I'm sorry.
That was a real race, but yeah, that was gonna put the joke.
God
Thanks.
damn it, I'm sorry.
Put on the flannel this weekend. That's how I'm thinking all of a sudden.
Oh shit.
SA!
2 weeks in a row.
Who is it?
I don't have one yet. So whoever's got
Willie?
Willie, do you got one?
I do have one. Mr. Chen.
Bob Chen?
He's 52 years old. He ran in a marathon in China, finished it, won his age division while chain smoking the whole time. Unfortunately, when he got to the finish line, he was told about Article 2.12, which is uncivilized behavior from runners such as open defecation,
Oh my God.
smoking, or trampling on flower beds or green spaces that affect the race and the safety of other runners will result in disqualification.
Trampling on flower beds and smoking.
They chain smoked the whole marathon.
Can you guys can't wait for communism here, can you? Jesus Christ.
I read an article today that this guy did 1,000 miles every day on his bike, and he died of a heart attack last week.
What a douche.
I mean, I know that it's terrible to like laugh at it, but like, and he's been doing it for like 3 years, like 1,000 miles a day on his
Can't
bike.
be 1,000 miles.
1,000 kilometers? I don't know.
No,
Is it
That's crazy.
That's
There's
impossible.
Maybe
no way.
100 miles a day, maybe?
100 miles a day.
Yeah, 100's a lot.
That's still
Right.
a lot.
Okay, 100 miles a day, had a heart attack.
Still, yeah. He's
Right.
exercising every day and still had a heart attack.
Right.
That ain't good. Ed, or Eric.
Taylor Swift for winning at the Grammys last night.
Did she win Album of the Year?
She won Album of the Year.
Nice.
Yeah, what a-
over Beyonce.
Did she?
Over Lemonade.
That's bullshit.
Over Lemonade.
Well, she's a bench warmer. She's a friend of the show.
Friend of the
bench
show.
warmer. She's not like Beyonce way up here.
Right.
She's down
She
here
is
with
probably
us.
more the
And
everyman.
she's the only one ever to win Album of the Year 4 times.
Wow.
I think with three, I think Sinatra is one of them, and I can't remember who the other two
Who?
were.
Frank
Sinatra.
Sinatra.
But who? What are you talking about?
He had
Album of the Year.
Album of the Year 3 times.
Didn't you
She
two?
won it. That was her fourth, right?
Her 4th. She's the only one ever to win it 4 times.
Oh, yeah. Well, Sinatra. Oh, that's a good one. Who's the other person?
I can't remember the other two.
You
that
two?
mentioned.
How about Michael Jackson?
Might be.
Oh, he only had one good album, though.
Thriller.
What?
Yeah.
No, I disagree.
Oh,
I mean,
Off the Wall is fucking great.
but
Yeah, but I don't
award-winning.
think it had
Bad.
the popularity.
Award winning, though, I'm saying.
Bad was a good album.
Yeah, it's all right.
It was the one before Thriller.
Off the Wall.
Off the Wall.
Off the Wall. Okay, yeah, that was a good album,
Yeah.
actually.
I mean, I guess he could have won.
Well,
3.
Willie's looking it up, right, Willie?
Yeah, I'm trying to find it.
How about Poison?
This band is
Poison.
Poison.
Oh, that Poison.
I know who.
The band Poison.
Don't say it.
Who, Tim?
Nickelback! Yeah! Look at this photograph!
Oh, God. Or Train.
Runner. That was their debut album. Runner. Train.
Oh my!
Yeah, they won. They won Album of the Year for that one. Yeah. Is it Two Live Crew?
They might have won. They might have won Rap Album of the Year one year.
Yeah, but this is Album of the Year.
They didn't show it though.
Willie, are you having a hard time with that phone or?
No, I'm just trying to find where.
Okay, just
How about my Benchwarmer week is gonna be I don't know. I forgot all about it too until Tim brought it up and I wrote it. So
God.
I'll just say
We never forget the good, the bad, and the ugly.
What I
and-
watched this week that got me. How about I'll just say I don't know. I don't know. How about Lionel Richie for writing "We Are the World" and making money for Africa? That's
Yeah,
my
I
top
like
week.
that.
He's no bench warmer. He's a legend.
Yeah, but they wrote that on their own. None of those people got paid to do that. None of the people who worked there or nothing.
Really?
It was all volunteer.
No residuals for that either.
No, I don't know because it's all donated. Millions of dollars I made too.
Hello, is it me you're looking for?
The blind girl,
Yeah.
with the clay.
Oh, and she's got his head perfect.
Yeah,
It's like, how does she do that?
All right.
So Frank,
Did you see
Stevie
the other
Wonder,
one
and
where
Paul
it's got his
Simon.
wiener?
Oh, yeah. Stevie Wonder.
Yeah.
That'd be awesome.
Who is it? Frank and who?
Stevie Wonder and Paul Simon.
Oh, yeah.
Wow.
Paul Simon. Stevie Wonder.
Man, if I remember all the crap.
It's a good
I
song.
love Stevie. Old
I
Stevie.
just called to say I love you.
Yeah. Old Stevie.
Say.
Old
That's
school
Paul
Stevie.
McCartney.
And
Stevie Wonder.
Michael Jackson.
Oh, Michael Jackson
Michael
was
Jackson,
say,
that's
yeah.
right.
But is Stevie Wonder and Paul McCartney do some kind
Ebony
Oh,
and
yeah.
ivory
We're together in perfect harmony, side by side on my piano keyboard. Don't you?
Why don't we?
All right, quick closing thought. Go ahead. Closing thought, quick.
Oh, I thought we already did that.
Go ahead, quick.
Ebony and
No,
Ivory.
I sorry guys, but I need to lose weight. I mean, I've now gained 254 pounds since birth. I was 8 pounds 6 ounces. That's my target weight. I was in prime shape back then.
What your head weighs.
Oh my god! And my wiener to body size, the ratio was way better back then.
Still got a baby wiener.
I know it doesn't change. Back then, it was like 8% of my body.
This is why I don't. You know what? I don't like following up with you. So you know what? I got your 8.6 pounds right here. That's my closing thoughts.
He weighs 100 pounds.
8.6 pounds. Better see a doctor for that thing. It's like you're carrying around an old piece of wood.
All this athletic beer. Jeez.
Strong like bull. Go ahead, Tim.
Just looking forward to the Super Bowl, seeing what the storyline's going to play out to be. Either Shanahan finally winning the big one, or watching the kid win another Super Bowl. So
Eric's got the big one.
Mixed doubles dartball tournament this week.
5 NA beers.
That is really your closing thought.
Yeah.
Are you in it?
Yeah. Sean and I are shooting.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I was wondering who your partner was.
at the VFW.
At the VFW.
So those fuckers
Who's
pour the strongest drinks. So you'll have 3, and it's like having 10.
You know who's bartending there this
That's
week?
how I feel tonight.
Sherry Hess.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Yep.
Oh.
All right. So what time's your first game?
I don't know. I think probably between 9 and 10.
I don't know. What time's your first game?
It's
been a great show.
Well, who's favored in that weekend tournament?
I have no idea. I don't know
Well,
who's
you're-
playing.
What's
Jesus
the
Christ.
over and under?
I'm going to say Gary and Emily.
Gary and Emily? That's a
Yeah.
good pick.
Yeah.
Ooh, that's a really good pick.
Did you guys get numbers for that too? For his dartball?
Yeah. Yeah, 1 and 7.
Let's keep that on the DL. Luckily, nobody listens to this show, but don't tell anybody on the streets.
Right.
Yeah.
See the paper tomorrow. Local bar.
Shut down.
Shut down. Basement Benchwarmers broke.
ATF.
I'm trying to think what bar I don't like, so we can say them.
Huh?
Nah, I was gonna say just say the bar we don't like.
Gordy's.
Hamis's.
It's close.
I know.
So that's your closing thought.
Carl and Doug's.
I'm up with Tim. Closing thought.
58 below.
Looking forward to the Super Bowl and the Super Bowl commercials, which are.
Oh, yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely.
We'll review some of those on Monday too. Next Monday.
Over and under for the national anthem is 1 minute and 54 seconds.
Who's singing it?
I have no fucking
You can't
clue.
Reba
top. You
McEntire.
cannot top last year.
Ooh, that could go faster. I hate to say this, but if it's Black Lady, I usually go over. If it's white country singer, I go under.
Lady Gaga went long because I bet that and it went over.
But the problem with the
'Cause she held
country,
that note at the
yeah,
end.
I was gonna say in the country singer, you worry
without a
about.
banjo though.
That's the problem. It's like a banjo, or if she's drunk or got all methed up
One
before.
of those
Right.
harps. You know,
She's like, I just fell out of my trailer today.
Steel-
Did you say a harp?
the steel guitar.
How fucking old are you? A harp.
A harp.
Was Stapleton
both
long?
harps.
What's older?
I don't like the Reba one. That's a tough one.
That is.
You don't know
hop-
what you're getting.
Hop asked why you didn't pick Julie and him to win it.
Oh, see?
Because you're playing with Julie.
Because I saw you shoot last Thursday. That's why.
Whoa.
Oh, pew
Darts
pew.
fired.
Pew pew.
Charts fired.
Wait. Pew pew. Pew pew.
My closing thought is this thing. When you go to a restaurant, I'm going to tell you something. Let me find my thinger.
Your thinger. That's what
Good
she
luck.
said.
Okay. When you go to a
Giggity.
restaurant, for everybody here, good night, have a good night. But when you go to a restaurant, read the sign, make sure it's not vegan. Have a good night.
Ah!
I hate goodbyes. Sorry, folks. Park's closed.
What happened? I blacked out.
Because we did something today that no one thought we could do, including us. So we're going out, we're celebrating, and we're going to rub it in this city's face.
I swear I've seen a lot of stuff in my life, but that was awesome.
Bye, Felicia. kids. There's Big Ben and there's Parliament.
Give them more buys and highs.
Every new beginning comes from some other beginning's end.